Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me a pleasure to say that we are here at the funeral of Tottenham Hotspur. Right. They have versed Crystal Palace at their own home. And it was in their own home where the tragedy of the championship has struck. Out of all of the teams in this league since 2026, Spurs sat dead last in the 2026 table. They don't seem like they're getting any better. The key stars, Romero, has got more red cards than good performances. Mieke van der Ven, he wants out so bad that he chose to get a red card again today, competing with Chelsea at this point with red cards. I don't know what's going on. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is the death of Tottenham Hotspur. They are going down. I'm here with some North London brothers in Arsenal fan, Mac, and London brothers, Chelsea fan, Hamza. Welcome to this funeral for Tottenham Hotspur.
Glad to be here, bro.
What's up with Mac? Mac, how does it feel? You're a North London brother. Sadly, gone to the championship.
It's a bitter feeling, eh? It's always good to have Spurs there because you're getting the win. But it's also good to see them go down because they never win anything again. So a bittersweet feeling. But yeah, you'll be missed, Spurs.
Spurs will be missed. Hamza, 3-point lane, as you used to call it, might not be here next season.
Yeah. It's a sad, it's a dark, it's an emotional moment for the family, the friends, the people around us. So let's be respectful to everybody today, because it's a sad day for a lot of people around the world, around the globe. A lot of people left the stadium early because they had to get home for particular things. So yeah, it's a solemn day. It really is. As Tottenham Hotspur get relegated, it's really quite sad.
Hold the tears back.
It's really quite sad that they're going. It's really quite sad.
Yeah. I mean, the game is still on right now, right? There could be a remontada, dare I say. What's the time there?
Nah, it's clear. It's finished.
Oh, shit.
All time. But I think they might come back on the pitch and then play again.
They might. Okay, everybody, 3, 2, 1. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go.
Tottenham get battered everywhere they go.
Everywhere they go.
Everywhere they go.
Everywhere they go. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. See you in the championship, you bunch of clowns. Trusted, you called me disrespectful. I said your club offers nothing in this league. You said to disrespect. I just mentioned the facts. Do not get emotional at the facts. Okay? Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Win a game. Win a game. Offer something to this league.
Thomas Frank should have stayed. This would have happened if Thomas Frank was here. Should have been given more time. That's what we heard. That's what we heard for months. What's happened now? He's gone. What's happening? Tell us. You let us know. You let us know in the comments. You let us know.
Nothing negative about Tottenham Hotspurs. They're playing well. Just leave them alone. Let them be.
Today is Tudor. I think that Igor Tudor will do quite well in the championship. Who knows? Spurs there might be some Centurions.
That point. I think it'd be amazing in the championship, but
I think he's going to get sacked today, bro.
The next game. I don't think he might not even take charge of a Champions League game, and that is potentially the next game. So
next week,
something like that works.
Oh, Spurs still in the Champions League. I just forgot about that. Oh my word! There they do the unthinkable and go have a Champions League run. They are on the easy part of the bracket.
Nah,
on that side, so
smoke them,
yeah,
bro.
they're easy, mate. The only tough part is Newcastle. They'll play in the next round. So if they get past Newcastle, they'll get past Arsenal, and they'll lose to Chelsea in the final. Thoughts?
Bro, who was speaking? Did you hear anything else?
What was that?
Something smells like a shit.
Listen here, boys and girls. Welcome to this episode of Prem de la Creme. We're going to be talking about all of the big games this weekend. A lot of drama. In my opinion, this was one of the most exciting weeks in Premier League football this season. You're talking about top of the table. You're talking about relegation. Big results on both ends. We're going to just highlight some of them, then we're going to go into each of them in more detail. First, Arsenal get the job done at Brighton, extending their lead now to 7, obviously playing a game more than Manchester City. Manchester City stumbling against Nottingham Forest. Massive point for Forest as they draw closer to survival, bringing Spurs down because Spurs lose to Crystal Palace. West Ham beat Fulham. It looks like it's going to get quite tasty there down in the relegation battle. Then also you're talking about the top 4 race. Top 4, Chelsea, they are the winners in that race because they humble Aston Villa at Villa Park. Manchester United lose at Newcastle St. James's, and Liverpool lose at Molineux to 20th place Wolves. Crazy. What a week of Premier League football. Scenes. Boys, are we going to talk about Spurs any further? Or are we going to get into the serious business?
Well, you know what? I'll let my favourite hater of Tottenham actually take the stage here and just give a quick synopsis of what happened in that first half, because what happened in the second half was basically nothing. So, Mac, take it away.
First half, was a beautiful encounter. Crystal Palace, like what they did to Man United in that first half. In Uzi's words, they played doggy with them in a rondo. These guys couldn't even get out of their own half. I don't even know how many key touches they had in the opposition's box. Saw scores first, but it was ruled out because his nose was offside. In which world do you see a guy's nose is offside, bro? The guy's knee is in front of his face, but his nose is offside, which is crazy.
Was he Memon? Oh, sorry.
Highly possible, though. Highly possible. Highly possible. And then, straight after that, a great goal from Spurs. I'll give them the credit. Archie Gray takes on 2 guys, gives it to Solanke. Good finish. Straight after that, I don't even know if you guys saw the video about expressions. He was celebrating, doing his all. And all of a sudden, at the other end, Palace get a penalty. Mickey van der Ven pulls the guy down, and according to Tristan, that is soft and never a red card. Tristan, I wonder where you are, lad. But sorry to burst your bubble. Blatant red card. Last man denies a scoring opportunity. They get a penalty. Ismail Assar coolly slots it into the left corner. Then we go on. Palace keep on going. Adam Watson, center of attention. A beautiful ball clipped to Stan Larsen, finishes it off. Again, Adam Watson for the third one. This, I'm not going to lie. You know, Uzi always talks about Bruno Fernandes. This is the type of ball we want to see Bruno Fernandes deliver. Not those long ones all the time. What a ball from Adam Watson between the centre backs, literally between them. Saar gets behind, finishes it brilliantly. 3-1 Palace, and that's the game, lads.
Yes, and those were beautiful balls from Adam Watson. They were. That second one especially was just. It was like it went fast and then it went slow. Just when Ismail on.
Perfect timing, bro. Perfect.
Cultured finishes as well. Cultured finishes. There you go. The guy's in the Blades and he's still behaving like a child.
I was tuning in on an audio file only. And I brought the screen back. Sorry. I thought I was listening to something else. sorry.
That's after the show.
Spurs really hit him so bad. Bro.
Archie Gray was good though. Archie Gray, from what I saw, was basically the only good player. And to be honest, he should have gone down for a penalty on like the 60th minute. I think he should have just fell down. But he wasn't street smart enough. He should have gone down. They would have got a pen.
Still young.
Yeah. That's pretty much everything on Tottenham. I don't believe they'll get relegated. I still can't believe it because I still think they got too much.
Just for this segment, then I'm going to bring up something on screen, right? I want to see how much out of I think it's last 8 games now. How many points out of the last 8 games can Spurs realistically get? And let's compare it to Who's your favorite then? I was like, you saying Spurs can't go down. Who does go down then? Do you think, okay, Wolves is like everyone's favorites to go down, Burnley as well. But now who out of Forest, West Ham, and Spurs goes down?
So I think that I'm saying Spurs, but I'm only saying Spurs on name, really. Because when I watch all three of those teams, Forest, West Ham, and Tottenham, West Ham play the best. Nottingham Forest play the second best, and Tottenham play the third best. That's what I think, right? And their run is not exactly easy. Tottenham play Liverpool away next, then they play Atletico Madrid twice, and then they play. Do they play West Ham again?
I think it's Forest. I think
away.
it's Forest they play. They play Forest straight after the Liverpool game.
Yes, yep. Boys and girls on the TikTok live, we're on YouTube as well. So make sure you see that for some visuals.
Then they play Sunderland away. Sunderland away. Brighton away. Wolves, bro.
Wolves at this point, Wolves are giant killers this season. You look at the points. Wolves, the games are Wolves.
It's in a month's time, though. Let's not dig
it is in a month.
Yeah.
Bro, but look at all these fixtures. Leeds. Nah. They're going down.
That's how they play Chelsea. Do they not?
Chelsea comes afterwards. Click next.
Sorry. Here we go. Oh my word! Did Everton? Oh my word!
It stopped the last game. Everton. And remember, take into account, Everton is one of their best forms in recent years playing away like football. So these guys are going down. I don't see them staying up. No ways.
But are you okay? So who do you think is going down then, Hamza? So we can compare it.
Oh my God,
West Ham.
I would go for Wolves, Burnley, those two, and I'll go for. God, oh my God, Spurs. I can't let myself dream like that. You know what? I'm gonna dream. I'm gonna go Spurs. But really, I want to say Forest, but I'm gonna say Spurs.
Okay. I was gonna personally go for I think Wolves will go down. Also, someone here in the chat said asked the bros about their opinion on Wolves staying up. I did tease them with that fairy tale. It would be factually the greatest escape in Premier League history. It goes up there with West Brom, Fulham. Fulham's Roy Hodgson was something special, right? And I think this will definitely top it. I think this will be the greatest escape, hands down.
West Brom is born on it, I rate that.
Come on now.
West Brom is born on it. I'll give you that.
Manager things,
right? Now I don't know though. Let's bring up the Wolves fixtures. Might as well. Okay.
No, let's not start doing this. They're obviously getting relegated. Let's not start this.
Yeah, they are getting relegated.
Why? But
they might win that game They might win that game today at 10 p.m.
That doesn't matter for the relegation, though. That doesn't matter for the relegation. let's move on from that one.
Alex Butterfield, well done for winning tonight. Good stuff.
Brentford win that game.
Fair play, Alex.
Yeah, Brentford win.
Brentford. Then this is a 6-pointer. This is a 6-pointer.
It's not a 6-pointer, man. Wolves are going down.
West Ham are going to win that game, bro. They're playing at home.
Yeah, you know what? You're not giving this fairy tale any sort of hope, any sort of investment. I'm going to bring the energy.
My investment is into Spurs going down.
Yeah.
So West Ham is winning.
Fair play. Okay, you all are the London rivals, so it's fine. I get those investments. I think Wolves, man, will make it. You know why? I'll let you in on my private life real quick. So this weekend after Tarawih, my one friend came over. So he said, let's play career mode. Starting from now, let's play with Wolves. Let's try and escape with them. And then we lost on the last day because we drew against We drew against Aston Villa and Liverpool. Then we went on a winning run. And then you need to win every game from now until the end of the season to get 40 points if you want Wolves to stay up. So they've got.
Yeah, but I think it's only going to take 30. I think basically, if any of the teams that are in that battle, Forest, West Ham, Spurs, win 2 games, I think if you win 2 games, you're out. You're fine. You don't get relegated. Is my opinion.
Imagine. Yeah, I think so also. Yeah, because I think you do need one of the guys. But Spurs is looking like that guy to be just dropping points left, right, and center. Imagine! Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, let's not entertain this further. Hey, how's it going? I'm putting 500 in on Wolves to stay up. How much do you think that will give you in return?
Well, that's just money you're throwing down the drain, bro. That's literally money you're throwing down the
100%.
drain.
Just let him know.
Give it to me, bro. I'll double it. Trust me.
Allow S&P. Let's move on then.
I'm just gonna bet on. No. I'll take you 500 round, and I'll bet on João Pedro to score every goal for every game for the rest of the season, and then you'll get what? Actually, you won't make much because you're pretty low. So, yeah.
I brought him in my FPL also. Like Igor Thiago is now escaped. Igor Thiago was the longest serving player in my FPL besides Haaland, obviously. So Igor Thiago has now been transferred out for João Pedro.
I stopped playing FPL like 2 months into this, or even like 4 weeks into the season.
I also stopped playing, but then I set my team up in such a way that it will be like a team of the season team. So even when I don't come in, like Bruno was getting me points, Gabriel Magalhaes was there, Raya was there.
Mine is so bad that it even signed me out, bro.
Yeah, mine just randomly logs me out.
that.
Every year, it just randomly logs me out, and then I can't log in with the same password. So
I don't know. You're forgetting your passwords because it does that. Yeah, it does that.
legit.
Just
No, I remember mine.
yeah, I don't know. It does that. It's so stupid. Silly little bug, honestly.
Inshallah.
Can we move on to? Can we move on to that though?
Before we move on, the question about which Spurs players do you want when they get relegated?
Oh, which Spurs players do I want? Brother, very good question. Let's see. I
honestly don't want any. I genuinely don't want any.
I'm on the same
answer.
team.
Even for squad depth. Squad depth, boys. Squad depth.
Mentally, no, I don't want them. They're all too bad, bro. The only one that maybe potentially I would think about is Xavi Simons, right? It's potentially Xavi Simons if he shows a bit more creativity. But outside of that, they're all mentally weak.
Maybe there's a shout. Maybe there's a shout for Vicario to sit bench to play backup keeper.
Nah, bro.
He's terrible, that guy, bro. Sis.
Nah. He's a good
Or third keeper. He can be a Scott Carson. Who knows?
What, at 25?
You must just set down the cones during the training ground. So, like, I don't know.
100%.
I think someone mentioned it here, and I was asking about him as well. Obviously, everyone's hot take, everyone's main answer would be Mickey van der Ven. Liverpool, for squad depth reasons, I would take Jet Spence also then. I think Jet Spence.
The likelihood. I can
Newcastle
see
will go
Mickey
Jet
van der
Spence
Ven going.
when Livermento goes to City. I think when Livermento goes to City, you might get Jet Spence in Newcastle, right? But Mickey van der Ven, I'm sorry, football fans need to stop watching football with their eyes and not buy FIFA stats and pace and whatever, right? He is mentally weak. He's technically poor. He cannot defend, right? And when he's alone without Romero, bro, he's just like a rabbit in the headlights. And look at today, man. Like, he got himself red card. I know he doesn't do it often, but it's like, come on. You're at home against Palace, who generally aren't that good, right? Just let him score. Like, let him score. I don't know what, like, you're supposed to be the main leader in this team. Let him have that chance. You know what I mean? You don't need to bring him down. It's just silly. That's because you're not confident that you're going to score. So, yeah, I think Jet Spence is maybe the only one, but Van der Ven, bro, is just cheeks.
Is Jet Spence a right back or a left back? I feel like I've seen him on the left more.
Can play both.
He was
right
England's like main right back at the start of the season. Like, I wouldn't forget that.
Yeah, because they had a good end to the season last season. Yeah. And Liverpool have good, like there's a thing going on there. That's why I'm happy we signed Hugo Ekitike. Because Salah, I have that superstition. He needs one Muslim in there, man. He needs one Muslim in there. So now, I think to answer your question though, long story short, I would take Jet Spence for left back cover because once Robertson goes, we'll need another left back. So Jet Spence would be there. And then,
bro, you would actually start the right back for you.
It's not a right back.
He's not better than Frimpong. Come on, man. Be respectful.
Frimpong defensively.
Nah, I mean, he's not
bad defensively.
Like people love to talk in extremes, innit? I mean, I'm literally the person who loves to do that on this podcast.
There's a case. I think there's a case.
But he is. Oh yeah, Kulusevski. Madison. I would take at Newcastle. I know I'm wearing a Chelsea top, but at Newcastle, I would get loads of these players. Like Madison would be a shout. Madison and Jet Spence for Newcastle would be solid, bro.
You know what? Say Madison's name. Say his full name. Say his full name.
Where's Madison?
Madison Wenford. Madison Wenford. That is Gavi. Because this man is hardly fit. It's like Reece James.
Oh, you're being harsh, Roy. You're being harsh, Roy. But Loki, actually, no. The right answer, Matt. Here's the correct answer. Ask me the question again.
Who would you take from the Spurs team if they get relegated?
Wow, Mac, what a great creative question. I really like that. The answer to that question is the Premier League should all come together and say, we're not going to take a single one of your players, right? Because they don't have relegation clauses, Spurs don't have the revenue, right, to keep these players, right? The club will fold, it will disintegrate, and the club will never be the same again. So we'll get them for free in 2 years' time.
That's actually a massive shout, bro. Imagine they just release all their players under 21s. Yeah, you'll play championship. Then
Here's another question. Here's another question for you then. Here's another question. Which Spurs players leave the club if they go down?
Every single one of them, because they all got big heads, bro. They all think they
every single one.
Shit.
You know when Juventus went down a couple of years ago, obviously the likes of like Buffon and some other legends still stayed. Do you think that will happen with Spurs? Do you think Solanke will be like, shit, bro, you know, I'm gonna have to now sacrifice 1 year. I'll get like 100 goals in the championship. I'll come back up.
What does Solanke owe to Spurs, though? He can easily just go back to Bournemouth or something like that. He got nothing to owe to Spurs. So I doubt he'll ever stay. Anyways,
Solanke, Voldemort is there.
Everyone just go Newcastle, bro. Everyone just go Newcastle. Just go Newcastle. Everyone go Newcastle.
Colomwani, bro, is on loan.
He's on loan.
I don't know what this. I think he's like an industry plant. Because he's actually not that good. I don't know what people's like obsession is.
Average.
Yeah, just scored that goal in the World Cup final. It would have been a whole different player. Then we'll be talking Colomwani, Ballon d'Or.
Look at this guy. Spurs fan in the chat. Detected. Spurs fan detected. Boys, you're talking rubbish. You're not even talking facts.
Why? What's going on?
Justin, is that you in disguise, bro?
We personally think like it's a genuine thing. 1 year in a footballer's career, that's like, honestly speaking, what, 10% maybe minimum. For most people, it's more than 10% of your entire career. Like, why would you sacrifice so much time? Because you'll be in the championship. Fair enough, you might be in the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup still. So there's still two major competitions, but you're going to play championship football. Like, would you do that? Would you do that to yourself, honestly? That's a question for the chat. For Mr. Kel.
Do you know what's the scary thing if they actually go down? They'll win the championship, come back, and they claim they're the champions of England.
I don't even think they'll come back up. I genuinely don't think they'll come back up.
They'll come up, man.
Yeah, they've got loads of quality. Yeah, they've got loads of quality, but mentally, they don't know how to deal with it. They wouldn't know how to deal with like
championship is hard, bro.
Doesn't know how to create a championship team, do they? They have nothing. They're built to be a top 6 team in the Premier League, not to be like a championship winning team. Like that's why Norwich and Fulham constantly go up and down. Well, Fulham used to, but Norwich used to constantly go up and down because they're built for that. You know?
A prime example is Leeds. Leeds literally won the Premier League and then got relegated and then didn't come back after next 15 years.
Yeah.
So
you get stuck there.
It's not that easy.
You get stuck.
It's not that easy.
But now the FA, I saw something from Sky Sports this afternoon. It looks like there is going to be something that will favor Spurs because it looks like they're going to be extending it, the playoffs, from 4 teams to 6.
Oh, I saw that.
From next season.
That, yeah.
From the 2026-27
so they get knocked
season.
out in the quarterfinals of the playoffs instead of the semifinals of the playoff. Oh yeah, sick that.
A quick one on you boys. What's y'all's opinion on that? For me, I can see the reasoning for it. I don't think it makes sense really when you can accumulate 90 points and the team that accumulates about 40 points can have a similar chance to get promoted. Hamza says money. I think it's because of the fact that we've spoken about it. Norwich, Fulham, Leeds, Leicester. It's the fact that there's yo-yo clubs right now. So maybe this has the possibility of not allowing that to happen anymore because now you have these one-off games where the likes of Millwall.
But the thing is,
Wednesday and then go.
It doesn't change anything because those clubs are still going to finish first and they're not going to play playoffs anyways. So it doesn't make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally Burnley every year. Burnley go down, win the championship, come back, go down, win the championship, go down. Same thing.
Yeah,
so
but look how many teams
really
go down and stay down. Like, if I looked at, obviously Leicester are getting relegated again, but that's more for their points deduction as well, and like the finances. But I'm pretty sure Southampton are like in 15th. Who are the other two? Ipswich are not very high. So it's like, it's not like there's not as many yo-yo.
Ipswich is, I think, they actually in the promotion playoff zone.
I just feel never came back up.
I know Cov are up there. I know somebody else is up there.
So it's Coventry and Middlesbrough top two, and then I think it's Ipswich, and I have no clue the other ones.
Table. Cov, Middlesbrough. Oh, Ipswich are third. Okay, my bad. Yeah, my bad.
Burnley are the most handsome manager in English football.
Leicester are not in there.
Scotty P. Leicester's going to go to the Championship.
You know what I mean?
League One. Yeah, Leicester
Norwich,
League
not
One.
so long ago, we're in the Premier League. Now they're 17th. Watford, we're in the Premier League not too long ago, then 9th. Southampton can't even get in above Wrexham. You know what I mean? So there's not that many yo-yo clubs. I think it's just money, man. It's just constant. Everything's about money, bro.
It is money.
Money.
Everything.
That's it. How can we get more games in? How can we make it more congested? Oh, and then everyone breaks their ACL. How did that happen? Oh. Would you look at that?
Yes. All right, let's talk about Chelsea because Mr. Kelwalo clearly has to talk about Chelsea. Let's talk about Mr. João Pedro. Okay, ever since Liam Rosina came in, João Pedro has turned into one of the most informed strikers in the league. What's going on there? Hamza, take it away.
Pedro. João
Looking like
Pedro.
a Timo Yildiz celebration.
You rocked my world, you know you did. Everything you gotta give. João Pedro, you have rocked my world in ways that I didn't think that my world could be rocked. No, João Pedro, man. I mean, let's have it straight. Since Rossini's come in, he's a different man. He's learned how to finish, and he stays within the width of the box. Allahumma barak. He's not dropping so deep. He's not dropping too far to the left. He's not dropping too far to the right. He's still connected to the game, but Rossini's found a way for him to be connected to the game, right? But stay within the width of the box so he can be in these positions. Like the Enzo one. He was in the width of the box. The Gusto ball, he was on the end of it. He wasn't on the edge of the box, right? Which is what most strikers do. They stay on the edge of the box. This guy was like ready to tap it in. There was another one the one at the end where he's in the right position to tap it in again. I think João Pedro, honestly, I'm gonna reserve what I'm gonna say about João Pedro. I'll wait a little bit to talk about that. But yeah, great result yesterday. Aston Villa looked terrible. So I'm not going to take too much praise, but I think what we did yesterday is exactly what we're going to do against PSG. That box midfield and the way that we were able to play out the press, because Villa's press was pretty good, was unbelievable. And it's down to one man, I think, right? Because if your team, Matt will know this, right? If you're playing out of a press, you need everybody to be decent on the ball, right? You can't have that many triggers, Jorel Hato gets so much stick, and I had no idea why, because he wasn't getting game time. Yesterday, on the ball, he was incredible. Right, and that freed up Alejandro Garnacho, who got Matty Cash a yellow card, and for the rest of the half, he had Matty Cash on toast. So when we're playing like that, I don't think there's a single team in the world that beats us, right? But do we play like that every week? Probably not.
On that point, if you had to look at it before he even joined Chelsea, he was Ajax, literally their main ball playing centre back before they joined. Yeah. So
and he was shooting
literally that's one of his skills.
Man.
I think everyone wanted him at that point, right? Even Arsenal. Everyone wanted him.
Well, when you're big, mate. And that's why I moved to Chelsea. And I think over the next coming years, man, under Cucurella, bro, that transition from Cucurella to Jorel Hato is just going to be, beautiful, man. And then we have Malo Gusto behind Reece James. It's just like, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. The little feng shui going on, But and alhamdulillah, I didn't get to see Tosin yesterday. So Allah Mubarak. That was a good thing as well.
Do you think the other change, again, by putting James in midfield made a difference?
Yeah.
Instead of having a right back?
Yeah, definitely.
So is that the exact same midfield you think you'd see against PSG?
Yeah, because when Gusto can make those out-to-in runs, right? When we isolate Gusto to make these out-and-in runs, as a defender, you're pushed back. So Nuno Mendes, when we played against PSG in the Club World Cup final, he wanted to go forward. He didn't nobody respected Gusto because obviously Nuno Mendes is the best left back in the world, right? So they didn't respect Gusto, but he's making such good out-in runs in that Club World Cup final. Nuno Mendes couldn't come forward, right? And he couldn't go back because he wanted to go forward, Yeah. So I think a similar thing will happen again next weekend and next week. So I'm very interested to see that game. Very, very interested.
I have an important question though for you.
Go for it.
I know Palmer scored, but what do you think of his performance though? I know he scored, but what do you think about the performance?
Much better. One thing I was saying to you guys is he's been super selfish last couple of games, right? But when he's at his best, he is selfish. And he's so good that it comes off that you don't ever think it's selfish. But when he doesn't come off, it just comes across as selfish, you know. But yesterday, he was making the right passes, he was making the right plays, he was making the right runs, bro. The kid is the kid is otherworldly, you know. Like he is genuinely like, I think in the Premier League, there's not. I think he's probably the only player that is like on his form is potentially top 2 or 3 players in the world, right? And Palmer is like slowly getting towards that. And he's peaking, inshallah. I know it's just one game, but inshallah, he's peaking at the right time. And it just so happens that was the time where he felt the fittest that he's ever felt in the last like 5 months. So that was good.
But the best players have to be selfish. So like I understand, Palmer was your bagsman that first season. So you'll feel like he needed to have that responsibility.
But he was holding on, like against City, he was holding on to the ball for too long. Against West Ham, was it West Ham? No, we played a team Leeds. No, it was Burnley. It was one of these games recently where he held on to the ball for too long, and he should be using his other teammate. Yeah, I think it was Burnley. But he doesn't trust Neto, but he trusts João Pedro. My, does he trust João Pedro? And if Rosini can keep that link up going, oh my god!
From the Club World Cup. I
don't want to say that we're gonna like. I don't want to say craziness about the Champions League or whatever, but it's like if we play like that every single game, I don't see why we don't win that. You know what I mean? But like, will we play that every time? No. Who knows?
You know, who starts for England in the number 10 role, though? Sorry, Mac. Sorry.
No. Go on. I'll say my piece off. Yeah.
Bellingham or Palmer? I think it's one of those two. I would probably at this moment in time, yeah, it depends on fitness, but at this moment in time, based on form, I only seen Palmer. I would play Bellingham because he can play basically as a second striker behind Kane. I would play Bellingham at this moment in time if they're both fit. I'm not sure about Bellingham, but
someone asked Rodgers. Surely, did someone say Rodgers?
No, I mean he peaked too early.
Will probably go off the left.
Rodgers peaked way too early this season, way too early. He needs to have a good end of the season to get into that team for me. Because when it comes to the latter stages, we can't have somebody like Rodgers playing the way he's playing now. He doesn't offer enough. You know, like he really went missing yesterday. Really went missing yesterday. And that's where he can't. Those are the games where like people are watching.
Like the only Watkins goal that was offside. Like in my opinion, I know Watkins is seeing the entire line as a professional top striker. You shouldn't be caught offside. But I feel like Rodgers also held on for way too long. Also, that's
definitely. But he's out of form. He's got 1 goal in his last 11 games. You know. But yeah, I know people are saying that Tuchel prefers Rodgers over Bellingham. But bro, like if Bellingham's fit, if we're in a World Cup, I'm sorry, and you don't play him, there's something wrong. Because really, this is what should happen. Palmer should be on the right. Bellingham should be in the 10. That's what I would see it, right? Because Kane needs pace, maybe put, I don't know, Gordon on the right. We need some pace around him. I would drop Saka.
Gordon on the left.
I would drop Saka,
bro. He's one of the most important players.
No, I mean he has been. I think if we want to get over the line, right, and have a threat on the right hand side, you can't have Bukayo Saka. I don't think so. But that's my personal opinion. It's not based on what's happened, because if it was based on what happened, I'd just stay with Saka.
Saka hater.
Saka hater. He's a hater. Just be honest.
No, I'm not. I'm not hating.
Wait, literally. Saka can be selfless. Yeah, he's the important player. I feel like if Harry Kane's there, he need Harry Kane.
It comes back to Etham's at every single time. Remember, 2 months ago, this guy was on the train of João Pedro going out of the club. But now,
I said that about
man, he's singing his songs.
See songs,
João Pedro, my brother. I remember this. I will never leave this. But now he's singing his song. Hamza will be singing some of the songs also at the World Cup.
I thought Hamza is the Prem de la Creme prophet, right? He does prophecies. That's a good
idea. The thing is, you guys think too short term, right? I can be mad about a guy's performance consistently, right? But I know there's a player in there. And I know that leads to, in March onwards, April onwards, that's where the season gets decided. That's where your whole legacy gets decided. Every player. The legacy is decided between March and May of every season. That's where it's decided, right? So I can be annoyed in December. He was having poor performances in November, right? I can be annoyed at that, yeah? And I can say crazy things, but I'm an emotional fan. I'm emotional. Doesn't mean I mean it. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean I mean it. You know? When I mean it, you'll know I mean it. I can be annoyed in the moment, but... Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
He also didn't really rate Liam Rossini. I can't remember it exactly, Mac. What did he say about Liam Rossini? Because, when I understand he was very heartbroken. Maresca just got sacked and stuff. He said, I don't even know how to back this manager. The cycle's going to repeat. The cycle's just going to repeat. Why must I back this guy? I remember. But now Liam Rossini has proven
it was never about Rossini. It was always about the ownership. Right, I never took the piss out of man in age. It was always the ownership, because I think under this ownership, unless some qadr of Allah magic, obviously Allah can say B, Subhanahu wa Ta'ala can say B, and it happens, So I can't say ever that it won't happen, but it will take miracles for this project to work, in my opinion. So Liam Rossini or bloody Nawaz ANT, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? The ownership is the ownership. But Rossini is getting the best out of Pedro right now. His man and management is very, very good at this moment in time. So we'll see how it continues, man. We'll see how it continues. Just make sure we don't face Arsenal, because for some reason we have a problem against them.
I was hoping that to be on our side of the bracket for Champions League. I was literally hoping, man.
I have to move Dunk on you in Champions League, bro. The lights are too bright for you. The lights are too bright. I'll be real.
No. I doubt you're going to beat each other in the final, though.
We will. Well, I mean, it depends if they can get past Newcastle, because obviously the lights are too bright over there. If they can get past Newcastle, bro, I'll see you in Budapest, bro.
Imagine. Yeah. The last time we'll verse each other in the European Cup final, what was the result here? Must have been close, surely.
Yeah. Have we played them in the final?
I don't think so.
I think we'll verse each other in the European Cup final.
I don't think so.
That's why Mac always references that, because when we talk about Unai Emery, he references that game.
It doesn't recall my memory.
Unai Emery managed Arsenal.
He managed Arsenal, and then I think he lost that final, but I can't remember the result, man. Must have been a close one. But Mac always references it.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
User 095182022273. Is it that one, Hamza? Is it that one?
I believe it was the game where we went to Baku, destroyed them, pulled their pants down, made them look like silly little sausages in front of the whole world, and then sent them packing back to London on a jet to holiday. And we beat them 4-1.
It's all Emery. It's all on Emery. It's all on Emery.
From Pedro and a couple from Hazard.
Emery the butler.
Could be wrong. Could be wrong, guys.
Yeah, I don't know if they actually versed in a European final. This is all speculation.
Yeah. Could be lying. It's month of Ramadan, but it's after Iftari. You know what I mean? So I could be lying.
Yeah.
We just blame it on Emery, bro. It's like how Aston Villa was in a whole title race, but now they're 16 points behind us.
Yeah, it's always somebody else's fault. It's never Arsenal's fault. It's always somebody else. Point the finger at somebody else. Show accountability. Mission impossible.
That accountability is there on the manager. It's Emery's fault.
Yeah, of course. But you know what? Let's move on from this, right? Because I think this is basically confirmed Chelsea will become in top 5, and I think in the coming weeks we'll talk about them being in top 3, right? But I want to move on to another counterpart in this top 5 race, right? Before we get to the full title race. So today is Thursday. For some guys, it's Friday, right? Depending on where you are in the world, it might even be Tuesday, right? Who knows where you are, right? On Tuesday night, a very interesting moment happened, right? A team went away to Wolves and couldn't get the result that they wanted. They all laughed at me. Well, we all know who's laughing now. 1-0 to 1-1 and back down to 2-1. Laughed at me. Liverpool go down to defeat a Molineux, and they lose the game by 2-1. Nawaz, what did you think of the game? And give us your thoughts. The floor is yours.
Right. I don't know where to start. Okay, I think Cody Gakpo, right? Let's start there. Wolves' greatest ever defender. What a clearance off the line. What a clearance. I think he has to try that 100 times. He doesn't get it right again. I think he fails to do that shot. Out of 110, he scores all 100 again if he has to try it. I don't know how he managed that. There's certain players, right, that deserve to be starting. Rayo and Gamoa, I know he's only 17 years old, but if you have to go off the past few games now, you have to start him over Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo has only scored 1 goal in his last 9. Mo Salah 1 goal in his last 10. The wingers, that's a position I never thought I would say we need to actually go into the transfer market for. After signing how many attackers, now we need to sign wingers. And the thing is, you always need it.
No, let's just get straight. Let's get to the point, bro. Let's not dance around. Why did you lose 2-1 to Wolves? Why did you lose 2-1 to Wolves in a must-win game? The 20th team. So why did the champions lose to the 20th place team, the team that is going to get relegated? Why did you lose?
I don't know. There's something going on in Molineux all of a sudden. Like since the start of the year, after they drew against Arsenal, which a game they should have won, then they won Aston Villa, and they won Liverpool now last minute.
Why did they lose? I'm
telling you, the team we lost to. The team we lost to. This is the team we lost to.
Don't deflect.
It's a team in form. It's a team in form. Isn't it? I'm just telling you, it's a team in form right now, right? It's a team in form, Wolves. Like, this isn't the same Wolves that was playing from August up until January. This is a different Wolves, okay? It's a different Wolves. So I don't think Arne Slot is doing a good job right now. He was doing a good job. I did space the season out, like I told you. We were actually doing quite good. The performances were good. I don't know what he got wrong exactly, because I think the midfield, it was the exact same midfield three. For some reason, it never showed up. Like, Gravenberg and McAllister weren't doing as good of a job defensively. If anything, McAllister, he was going on a free one, bro. He was free roaming. I don't know what is the tactical.
I mean, he's been the worst midfielder in the league, bro. McAllister. Him and Joe. He'll go for Bozo. Yeah.
But I did say McAllister's time at Liverpool is probably up. That I said like a couple of weeks ago. Like, you have to drop one of the midfielders. It's McAllister. Curtis Jones, they won't drop because he's Scouser. But Curtis Jones doesn't have a single brain cell in his brain. They can say, let's pass this ball forward. You literally win the ball in the corner, right? You won the ball in the corner. You said, okay, 94th minute. He has enough time to look up. He has enough time to even check his FPL, everything, right? And then he decides to pass the ball to Alisson after inviting the pressure. The thing is, right, that pass to Alisson, I understand it. That pass, it's a normal pass to make. But you win the ball, you're inviting all of the pressure. You give a shit pass to Alisson. Alisson has to one-time finish, one-time clear it, one-time pass clear it, and then Andre gets the ball. McAllister doesn't close him down. He leaves a gap there. Rio Ngamoa is 17 years old, so obviously he doesn't understand the game as much. He also doesn't close the man down. Probably thinks it's not his responsibility, but you need to be selfless and go after that.
And why do you think, Noah, just on that point, why do you think Rio Ngamoa doesn't think it's his responsibility? Do you feel like there's maybe a theme and culture from the top and the senior players where let's not take accountability for the mistakes that we make? Do you feel like maybe that has seeped down into the rest of the players, including the young players?
Nah, I doubt it, man. I don't know what you're on about.
So what I'm talking about is Virgil van Dijk, every time he makes a mistake, blaming somebody else. Bournemouth away, now Wolves away, and there's countless other occasions. The Semenyo backing off, the Chelsea backing off. Virgil van Dijk, right, the problem. Didn't get pushed that hard, right, and got completely bounced.
Oh, he got pushed.
Yeah, he got pushed. The 6'4" Donny, yeah.
You see,
I can't say strong enough because
by another 6 foot, by another 6'4". I think it's actually 6'3".
He starts going like this. Going like this afterwards.
No, you see, that's the thing. That's the thing. You get punished for being honest, because had he done something like Gabriel, unfortunately, I'm not deflecting here, but had he done something like Gabriel, maybe he would have went to VAR and maybe that goal would have been disallowed. Virgil van Dijk was honest, because if you check the second angle, it's not just the hand. He actually full on the hand, he pushes him and hips him. So Virgil van Dijk was definitely.
It's about time something goes against him. This guy gets away with murder every single game. It's about time something goes against him.
He doesn't keep on pushing people.
Virgil van Dijk is protected by PGMOL.
Bro,
what claims are this?
That is a fact and no one can argue.
Oh yeah, even say, if it's Gabriel, he would have been given a foul. Yeah, exactly.
Gabriel would have cleared it. Noah said Gabriel would have cleared it. I think you are the epitome of Liverpool fans, right? I'll be honest. Because Virgil van Dijk has not been good enough for a very long time, right? And his behaviour, he's supposed to be the main guy. He's supposed to be the main guy for Liverpool. Oh, because he makes loads of passes, bro. Centre-back should not be making that many passes, right? That's not a sign of a good team, right? So your little stats that you put in the chat, made no sense whatsoever. Right?
Context. I'll give context. Right? Listen, chat. This is the context. Right? Hamza said Virgil van Dijk has been one of the worst defenders in the league this season. Right? I said,
Did I say that?
I don't think you said the worst.
Along the lines. Along the lines, right? He basically disrespected one of the Premier League greats. Okay, now I then responded by saying, "How can this guy, who's having a terrible season, be on top for most clearances per 90, highest aerial duels on, highest duel rate on per 90, and I think passing as well." Meaning, like, he's obviously dictating the play for Liverpool because that's just how the modern game is.
Yeah, where's that Leggy? Where's that Leggy? Huh? Where's that Leggy?
I mean, he's not scoring goals. He's not the one scoring goals, though, is it? But either way, in a league where you're meant to have Saliba and Gabriel having their prime years, Virgil van Dijk is sitting on top of those stats. Chelsea players can't even come anywhere close there. Chalobah probably has more red cards than Van Dijk has clearances.
You see with the deflection. This is where the deflection is.
You want to focus on Van Dijk. You want to focus on Van Dijk because you're a hater. You're upside the hater, is it? You're upside the hater. So I'm showing you. How can you throw stones when you live in a glass house? Like, it makes no sense.
Did I? The thing is, you love to deflect. You're king of deflecting. Even when I've asked you today, why did Wolves beat Liverpool? Your first thought was Wolves drew to Arsenal. Arsenal should have won. That's what you said, right? King deflection. You're a king deflector because
maybe it's
a manager's not good enough. And the
I'm building up my answer.
The top leaders in my team.
I'm building my answer.
No, because you're deflecting.
Hamza. Maybe it's a Liverpool thing. That's how Wolves even scored off a deflection too.
Hey, shit, bro. That was a good one. But in all honesty, I really don't think Van Dijk has had a terrible season. That's the thing. Like, I don't know what else I can tell you because he had one or two like moments in a game. Also, I think the Chelsea game he had that moment. But I don't think it was a terrible game.
Brother's making up his own sort of like barometers and going, yeah, he's not been. Did I say he was the worst player in the league? Did I say he was worse? Did I say he was better than? That he was worse than any Chelsea centre backs? No, I didn't, bro. I'm saying by his own standards, right? Because okay. I will admit
he is the standard. He hated it. I said that he is the standard. Yeah, by his own standards, he's been poor. Yeah, for sure.
You sound like such a little gimp because he's playing terrible this year. I didn't say he played terrible last year. I didn't say he played terrible the year before that. I think he's been quality. He's probably top 4 centre back of all time. Top 4 Premier League centre-back of all time, in my opinion, right? Top 4. So this is why he has the level of expectation that he does. But this year, his leadership has not been on point at all, right? Because this whole throwing your hands in the air, this whole throwing your hands in the air, when you're the one making mistakes constantly, when you're not the one, like he's supposed to set the tone. Now there's no Henderson, now there's no Milner, now there's no like leaders in that team. A lot of them have gone, right? Yep. He needs to be that guy. I've never said he's a bad defender. I've said the way that he defends is not conducive to how Liverpool need him to play now. It's not conducive at all. And he should understand that. He's played at the top level. He's been at the top level of the game, right? He should not be playing like this. And people will talk about Slot. People will talk about Gakpo. People will talk about like Salah, maybe. But Van Dijk, bro, gets the easiest ride ever, right? All he has to do is little stupid aura defending, right? And I'll give him a bit of credit, right? Because he doesn't have the defenders next to him and he doesn't have the defense in front of him, right? So that's a little bit of setup problems with an injury. So I'll give him that. But the leadership is just not there. And Liverpool could be in a way better position if he behaved in the way that he should be behaving. I never said he was a bad player. I never said he was a bad defender. I never even said the Chelsea defenders were better than him.
No, you did say he was a terrible defender. You did say he was a terrible defender.
I never said that. See,
Mac.
You're doing your own Gunner King. You're doing your Gunner King, bro.
I'll ask Mac.
I don't think you said he was I don't think you said he was a terrible defender, but there was a case where there was a case where Hamza was shitting on him.
Bro, his
I was saying he's having a terrible season.
Okay, let me ask you this, bro. I believe when you played Bournemouth, you were 1-0 up before he did his stupid little like not kicking the ball away. Were you 1-0 up or were you drawing at that point?
I honestly can't remember that game. Was that at Anfield or Vitality?
It was at Vitality. Do you remember that?
I can't remember it too much, but I
think you were winning. I think you were winning 1-0, right? In these moments, like last year, right? You have a good enough team where 1-0 means you're going to go 2-0, 3-0, right? But you have lost the most games in stoppage time ever in a Premier League. I believe it's like ever in Premier League. There's some sort of like mad stat about you losing it. Bro, this all comes from at 1-0 down. If he just kicks the ball away, kill the game, play the game as it needs to be played, you then get the second goal and the game's won. Right now it's 1-1. Now it's a crazy game. Against Chelsea, the same thing. Against Chelsea, the same thing, right? He backs off Caicedo. Caicedo puts a banger in the net. If he just be aggressive and goes, this is the moment where I need to change the game, right? It's 0-0, and you were really good first part of the second half. You know, really, really good first part of the second half, and you would have gone on to win that game. So you then beat Chelsea. You've beaten Bournemouth. You've beaten Chelsea, right? Then when it comes to Wolves, you just need to defend properly. That's all you need to do. Defend properly, and there's no platform for them to go off, right? He doesn't defend properly, and it's happened again. There's a couple other occasions that it's slipping my mind now.
But I see how you're singling out one guy. You're singling out one guy when our defense has been terrible.
He's supposed to. Yeah, I get it.
How can you say it's been him?
Him in moments. Him in moments.
We're talking about from a leadership point of view, like galvanizing.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing I'll criticize him for this season, because obviously every player has moments. Every player. No, you've been saying it's a terrible season. I'm saying from a pure performance.
He's defined
by but it's like how many games have you played this season? 28. How many games have you played? 28.
Yeah.
I don't know, 28 games.
29.
30, whatever it is, right?
29.
I would honestly say that the Chelsea one, definitely, he had a bozo moment by backing off. And then maybe this Bournemouth one as well. I remember I never ended up watching the game, but I can remember.
And even the Bournemouth one with Semenyo. He backs off. I'm saying...
Konate was closer to him in that situation. Konate was the one that was meant to actually...
Semenyo picked up the ball halfway.
Yeah, and then both of our centre backs were there. Both of our defenders were there, though. So Konate was the one that was actually meant to be the aggressor in the situation.
This can go on and on and on.
No, I just need to mention 1 or 2 points. Hamza had a long moment there. I just have to mention that Liverpool, let's not forget, Liverpool, who's on his left side, it was Kirkes who had a struggling beginning of the season. No, everyone can agree on that. Kirkes struggled. And then we even have Konate who struggled at the beginning of the season. Van Dijk was the only one. I still remember game after game, there was a lot of games where we said Van Dijk was the only one that had a good game. And now, how can you, in a back four, be the only guy that has a good game? But remember, Liverpool also hardly had a right back this entire season. And then how many times have I also told you that in the front of our defense, there's no one there. Gravenberg was playing as a lone CDM that had license to go forward. So there's always going to be opportunities where Van Dijk could have done the backing off because he thinks that there's players around him. So it was a situation where even he was like, shit. You know, I look to my left, I see AJ. I look to my right, I see that situation there, right? Like you can't have what used to be Robertson and Joel Matip or a good Konate. Now I have a terrible Konate and Kirkes and no Gravenberg in front of you, who was also maybe Fabinho and that. So obviously the situation around him. But remember, he's 34. Like, and there'll be certain aspects of his game that will drop off, like pace and stuff. So you can't really afford to.
I get that. Maybe he's just being washed, right? And it doesn't deflect away from him being a top 4 centre back in Premier League history, right? From what he did in the last 8 years, he's been incredible. Nobody's denying that. It's
lots of games.
And also, a big point I want to make is like his post matches have been like basically throwing his teammates under the bus. I don't think he's been a leader in that sense. I see a lot of other players be better leaders than him, being a bit more protective. He does the whole throwing his players under the bus. He does all this when he makes a mistake. It's not like everyone can make a mistake, right? It's life, bro. People will make mistakes, but it's his reaction to it when he's a senior player. If you're like, and he sets the culture, bro. Virgil van Dijk sets the culture at Liverpool. Now there's no Klopp. Yeah. You know, he really sets the culture. And he's doing a poor job of that. And that is really my point. Is that he sets a poor culture and then he blames everybody else. And it's like you can't do that. If you're Virgil van Dijk, bro, you can't do that.
Yeah, see, we're just talking about Van Dijk in particular because Hamza said he's having a terrible season.
Never said.
Okay, back to the Liverpool and Wolves game. Okay, let's actually hear the opinions about that.
I don't think Wolves deserve to win the game. Like people will say, okay, they won and stuff. Liverpool was still by far the better team, and then they scored what was obviously, I would say, a controversial goal when that guy pushes Van Dijk. It was a Hail Mary ball to your target man. He gets the ball, and then obviously it's a one-on-one situation. And then the guy, I think in my opinion, Konate can even put a slide tackling in there. I don't know why he doesn't.
In that situation, when you're playing as 2 centre backs, there should always be communication. This is where Van Dijk, I think Hamza's points are valid. Van Dijk should tell Konate to go there because Konate is playing brain dead at the moment. We know that. He should tell him to commit while Van Dijk sweeps. If they both stand like that, obviously you're gonna. Bro, you could in that
situation. Van Dijk was actually still in front of the guy by the time the ball gets cleared. In that situation, you can't really communicate. You have to now adjust to the situation in front of you.
No, but they did actually adjust to the situation where both of them came back in line. That's how they ended up scoring. You don't remember?
Oh, they were never in line. Like Van Dijk was ahead of. Van Dijk was more in front of the Wolves striker. Konate and the other Wolves player were having their own situation on the other side. But Van Dijk, there was no moment where they were like together because it was like a counter.
Okay, regardless of that, one of the centre backs though, I'm not even sure who was there. Was Robertson on the left?
I can't remember which.
Like,
I'm telling you, it was like Liverpool were on the attack. It was
I'm sure there was someone that made a recovery. Someone who made a recovery. From there, there should have been communication where someone should go and initiate to go to the player and someone to hold. That's what I'm saying. Because if everyone backs off, I know they beat McAllister. I know they beat Rio.
If everyone backs off, second goal. I'm talking about the first goal. I'm talking
about the second goal.
Okay. No, the second goal now I'm with you. Say your point, yeah. Sorry.
Okay. So if both of them are there together, okay, Virgil van Dijk as the captain should tell Konate to initiate and go to him. Because if he doesn't do that and both of them stay there, of course you're gonna get an opportunity where the guy is coming through the center and he's gonna take a shot. Anything can happen. But if one of them actually go and encounters and closes him aggressively, there's no opportunity like that for Wolves. Basically, the whole Liverpool backline and midfield decided to give the guy a free run, free pass. Enjoy it, bro. You'll win the game. We don't need it.
So in that situation, I can't remember. I know Joe Gomez was also on the field that time. So I can't remember if he was this player, but in that situation, I know Van Dijk, he was occupied. That tall striker again, he was occupying Van Dijk, right? Yeah. There was another player that did a run, and then I don't know if it was Konate or Joe Gomez, but one of them tracked that, and then he couldn't now obviously do the pressing. There was a gap in midfield, and the guy, he shouldn't have been able to bring the ball. He shouldn't have been able to carry it into a shooting position in the first place. So I wouldn't blame my centre-backs because they were all occupied with Wolves players, because in that situation, Wolves were pressing us. We won the ball in our own corner. It tells you all you need to know about where the Wolves attackers were. So when Alisson does that clearance, where's our midfield? I think our midfield in that situation is to blame. Curtis Jones for passing to Alisson, McAllister for not being there to close down.
Yeah, but as a footballer, you are taught by your coaches, if someone is infiltrated like your midfield, there always has to be a backup. And in that situation, if you are a top defender, your brains need to click on and know what's coming. That's basically what I'm trying to say. You need, in that split moment, you need to know what to do. And in that split moment,
I think we were outnumbered.
They didn't.
That's why we didn't know what to do. I think we were outnumbered.
They let one man just run through. It's not like
But the defenders were outnumbered. In that situation, the man's running from midfield. Our midfield is to blame there.
It's not like it's Maradona or something. It's just Andre, bro.
I know. It's hard to close him down. I agree. But all the defenders were occupied. Like, you must just go watch their goal again. They all have a Wolves player that they are marking. And it's the last minute of the game. I don't think you'll want to do anything. Like, leave the man right there. That's in your own box. Leave him. Let me go after the ball, because all of a sudden one thing and it's throw and go.
But that's where, again, I'm saying you thought this. If he goes, someone would have to come and cover.
Yeah. I mean, like I told you, it's a situation. No one expected Alisson to lose the ball there. No one expected Curtis Jones to give the ball to Alisson. And all of our defenders were occupied in that situation. The minute Andre picked up the ball, I think the first thing you thought probably is, okay, let me first make sure that I don't have any runners, because if a midfielder picks up a ball in a dangerous area like that, you're making sure that there isn't someone on your shoulder that the midfielder can, give the ball towards. That's what I'm thinking. I think the person that closes down in that situation should be your CDM or one of your centre backs. But I think we were outnumbered either way. You must just go watch that game. You'll see we're outnumbered. I think the person to blame there is Curtis Jones, bro. If you wasn't scouting, we would have been gone long time ago. That's that's Wolves. That's the Wolves game. Shit.
You're screaming on the live though, there was Alisson.
Yeah, in that moment, but I take it back.
Hamza was there. Just for this.
I take it back. I don't know why I blamed Alisson, because obviously he lost the ball. But I'm thinking about it like he shouldn't. I don't blame him.
Alisson is to blame also. Who gives a shit ball in that, bro? It's that you in the 90th minute, bro. Get it up the field. There's no need to clip it.
He tried to, but Curtis Jones invited the pressure, because Curtis Jones couldn't pass it to him to allow him to at least take a touch and then clear it. Alisson had to clear it first time. You know how difficult it is to clear a ball first time when he comes at you like that.
It is, but the way he did it was like a clip. It wasn't like a full-out clearance.
Someone put in the chat.
Son is good at it,
Someone
though.
put in the chat. Liverpool has always, Alisson has always been bad with his distribution.
No, that's all I'll take now.
Noaz?
I mean, he's got quite a number of assists, so I wouldn't say that's true. And also, he's been bad this season. This season he's been bad. But I wouldn't say his distribution has been awful. Like always.
Now and then
I disagree.
he has
I
his
disagree with that
moments.
take, to be honest. But I was just wanting to know your opinion because you watch it more than I do.
I don't think he's like as good as Edison. Like, Edison is still there.
Yeah,
He's the
definitely.
standard. But I don't think he's like terrible.
Noaz, you make me laugh.
Now and
bro.
then he has his
You
moments.
make
Now
me
and then he
laugh.
has his moments, but he's good on the ball.
Yeah, Allison, literally, I don't know how you can say his distribution is bad when, like, I don't know the stats behind it. Like, back it up. 'Cause I watch
Put it in the
Liverpool.
chat, bro.
Bro,
Put it in the
look
chat.
at this comment. bro.
Whoever said that, put it
More
in the chat.
More GA than Sancho for United in the Prem.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's cap. That's cap. He definitely scored against Liverpool.
Probably. He scored a goal, right? And I think he got, like 4 assists. So, does Jadon Sancho have
Might
more than
just
5
be.
GA?
I think we need to just it on the speed dial. Yeah. Can you
Allison
confirm
has a lot of
this?
mistakes, though. Allison has had a lot of mistakes in his Liverpool career. Over the space of 9 seasons or 8 seasons, I think, obviously, he doesn't have a clean record. He's had a couple of mistakes there. I wouldn't even lie.
Yeah. Somebody in the chat said we're not taking scammy assists, which Salah did the work for those. Thoughts?
How can you... How can a goalkeeper have scammy assists? Especially the one... Okay, I would say... I'm trying to think of which one in particular.
The
There are
United,
United one
one against
won the
Nantes.
league.
Yeah.
How can you say that's a scammy assist? Like Salah, obviously, all of the assists, Salah will have to do majority of the work still. I wouldn't say it's a tap in. He's not there at the box giving him like square against.
Yeah.
How can you call a goalkeeper like, okay, let's not like pick and choose our battles here.
To be fair, the goalkeeper is in his box, so I don't know what more this user needs from
What
him.
more can you do? Especially, which one I was thinking of where Salah really did well was the one against City, where he turned João Cancelo.
João Cancelo. Yeah.
That was a good one. But that one against Forest, I would say, no, against Norwich a couple of years ago, he gives it to Salah. Salah touches the ball dead. Then he dummies the goalkeeper and the defender because they rush him out. And then Salah just scores it afterwards. It was in the 21-22 season. Salah's goated season. Alisson got an assist there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Alisson for me he's also a top 5 goalkeeper in the Premier League of all time.
Before we move to the United game, right? I just want to get your thoughts now, right? Because obviously every game is going to be different, right? But where are you on the top 5 battle, Noaz? What are we saying on the top 5 this week? What's our this week end of season prediction for that?
Sure, like you don't understand, man. We were building so much momentum. Like it was good performances. The one against Forest was a bit iffy, but that's always been a tough ground for us. Since they've come back up, I think we've only won there twice. And before this last minute winner, it was Darwin Nunez who got a last minute winner 2 seasons ago. So we've always struggled there since they've come back up. So I wouldn't say, like to emphasize, it was a terrible performance. Even with Klopp, we've had 3 games there and it's been all terrible. So, what I'm saying? Like it's a tough ground for us. Personally. Besides that game, we've had good performances.
We will get that.
Newcastle.
We will do that. But yeah, no answer.
Shit.
But Shice, I want you to save that because
shit.
I know you messaged that earlier.
Oh shit. Okay, now we'll get into that. So as I said, Newcastle, we had a good game where we actually outplayed Newcastle. The City game, literally, they are title challengers, and we've gone toe-to-toe with them as well, where they scored 2 last-minute goals. Right, and then I would say which other game? There was a West Ham game in there as well. We had a good game against West Ham, so we were building up momentum, results, and performances.
Okay, wait, stop there. Okay, West Ham game. I thought he made a tactical masterclass from your words.
Yeah.
What happened to this game?
It was
What's
the
the switch
midfield
up
let
in
him
3
down.
days?
Now the midfield let him down. Gravenberg was miles off it this game, miles off it. He got an early yellow card also. It allowed us to now. It made him force a sub to bring Curtis Jones on in second half, which ultimately, look at that, what that led to right at the end of the game. But the midfield let him down today. McAllister and Gravenberg weren't on it, and they were on it against West Ham.
I didn't realize against
Also,
West Ham
he did start
we
Joe
scored 3
Gomez.
goals. I didn't actually realize he got 3 corner goals.
It wasn't that corner goals. It wasn't like the Arsenal one.
That's
Don't
why-
put
that's
it.
what I'm
wondering why
saying.
Mark was talking about Liverpool when we did that whole debate on. I was thinking, what's he talking about that for? It's like
Because Liverpool was able set piece kings. Imagine they scored 3 corner goals and all of a sudden set piece kings out of nowhere. That is no.
Yeah, well,
But
this is the
yeah,
media.
Noah,
This is the media.
where do you finish? Where do you foresee that you'll finish?
I think we finish in the top 5. I think Aston Villa is the team now that sacrificed themselves. So, do I think we finish 4th? No, I think we'll finish 4th. I think
I agree with Nawaz.
Manchester United will probably finish above both of us. And I think it's between you and I.
Nah,
It'll go
I
down.
think Chelsea finish above United, bro. I'm telling you.
I was about to say
I see Chelsea,
United are not very
Liverpool,
good.
United.
United.
They haven't been good, but I think Bruno Fernandes has been excellent.
Hello, Pav.
Like, I watched that
Yes,
game against
yes.
Newcastle.
How
and
did he not
was
get
so
yellow
good.
card, by the way? Actually, no, we'll get into that. But yeah, they haven't been playing very good. But okay, you think they'll
No,
make
I
the
think
Champions
Bruno,
League.
like,
Even with Brentford.
I-
This guy put in the chat, but also Brentford. Are they not a worry at all
No, it's
for you?
Brentford, Villa, United getting the
Oh,
Brentford.
bro. No. Not having that.
Let's be like respectfully, Brentford are having a good run with Keith Andrews. Even got nominated for Premier League Manager of the Month. But
Do you know,
I think
Keith Andrews for me would be the manager of the year. Even though if Arsenal win the Premier League, I would put him as manager of the season.
because lots of us predicted Brentford to go down. In all honesty, and you get rid of those players. Like, I predicted Brentford to go down, if I can remember correctly my prediction.
I
think so.
predicted
I
Leeds,
think
bro.
So as well. I predicted an earthquake.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, so I think Liverpool finish 4th. Well, where do you think? So you think Chelsea will finish 3rd and United finish 5th, or do you think Liverpool finish 5th?
The thing is, Chelsea are like they're the best team in the world at giving you a vibe that they can't maintain, right? So what I saw against Aston Villa, I've watched it, I'm like, yeah, this is unreal, right? But just know, we'll play bloody Brighton away and turn into Bozo FC again. So it's like, I can't put my neck out on the line and say that we'll finish 3rd, but it feels like based on performance and quality, we should finish 3rd. So I'm gonna put some positive energy out there. I'll go Chelsea 3rd. I'll go.
I think Liverpool edges.
No,
them.
I think Villa might come back.
Villa's not coming
At this
back,
moment in
bro.
time-
Don't get your hope with that.
Yeah, I mean, their
They're
midfield,
not
bro.
coming
Their midfield
no
is
way.
shot to pieces. You know what? I'll go Chelsea 3rd. I'd go Villa 4th, and I'll go Liverpool 5th. That's what
United to make Champions League.
No.
Bro, it's Carrick, man. It's Carrick. You got to forget. People are forgetting that they finished like 11th, bro, or 15th last year, and they were like 11th before he came. Come on, man. Like, let's not talk. And Buemo has not been good since he played.
We need to talk about Burmo.
Like people.
We need to talk about
need
that
to talk about
fraud.
this. And we're going to talk about it. But I think Liverpool will make it above United because I think.
No, would you take
have
a
too
6th was an FA Cup? Yeah, I would personally take 6th was an FA Cup. Personally, or 4th with no. Are you mad? Finishing 4th with no trophy compared to finishing 6th with a trophy. I'd rather win a trophy, man, and play Europa League next season.
How is this guy seeing Brentford, bro? Yeah. Brentford are good.
No, I mean, bro, he's lost his mind.
Good question, Kyle.
But yeah, okay. Well, let's jump to the United game because I would like to talk about that before we get to just to end off the sort of like a top 5 race. Then we'll move into the title race games. But yeah, obviously, Manchester United went away to the mighty Newcastle, St James's Park, Sports Direct Arena to some people, and they went there and they did what all top teams do. They go there, they shit their pants, and they bottle it. William Masula, you rocked my world last night. You rocked my world. As the game finished, 2 goals to Newcastle United, 1 goal to Manchester United, and those dirty diving bastard leave Tyneside with 0 points. Guys, what were your thoughts?
Sorry, Uzi, lad.
Yeah, Uzi, I hope you're still here. Can I go back? Because obviously
go ahead.
Liverpool, as much as we lost, right? You have to look at the opposition we lost to. It is an embarrassing weekend, but we got let off the hook a bit because Villa lose to Chelsea, but United also lose to Newcastle. So realistically, not the worst week. Like if you had to lose a game, this was a good weekend to lose, in my opinion. Right now, Newcastle outplayed United. Right, they outplayed them. People forget. They say, "Oh, United, they're winning games." They've sang the same song ever since they won Arsenal. oh, not a good performance, but we got the win. Now, obviously, how long can you say that for? How long? Because I've heard so many United fans, oh, it wasn't a good game. We got to win. Now, today, the Roosters came home, or the Chickens came home to roost. Whatever the saying is, I don't give a shit, right? Don't give a shit. Because at the end of the day, it was an exposure for Michael Carrick. As School said, Carrick is special. Carrick is special.
Yeah. That's United's legend, bro, by the way. Played with Carrick.
And Rooney came out and said also, yeah, I played with Carrick. Rooney even said, what's going on with Scholes? He's just an attention-seeking guy. I don't know what's going on.
He's not toes, leave him.
I think anyhow, like, he's not also had the best of seasons this season, but I think he got it right against Manchester United. He started Aaron Ramsdale over Nick Pope, and Aaron Ramsdale.
That was crucial, bro.
What amazing saves. That was so many saves. Aaron Ramsdale.
How was that save before Newcastle even scored that goal?
Against Zirkzee. Yeah.
That just gave me like those memories, bro. I don't know if you remember the game we also played Spurs. Leicester and Spurs, bro. There was one where his body went in like a weird way against Spurs. I don't even know if you remember that, but it's just giving me those deja vu memories, bro. That was top quality.
Yeah. And it's funny. It's funny. After the game, they said, "Oh, when did you know you were playing?" And he goes, "I only got told this morning." I was like, "You liar, yeah!" Because at halftime or at full time against Everton, you definitely got told. Listen, Nick Pope is a shambles, mate. You are playing on Wednesday, right? I don't care what happens between now and Wednesday. You're definitely playing. He's such a little liar for saying that. But yeah, top performance from him. And one thing I want to say is Mateus Cunha, yeah, you're on fraud watch. Low-key, you're on fraud watch because the amount of dives that you did yesterday was absolutely unforgivable, bro. Unforgivable. Yeah. And Allahumma barik, bro. You were not the difference maker yesterday when you really could have been. Because 10-man Newcastle, I get it. Yeah. People go to St. James and they shit their pants all the time, right? Chelsea do it literally every single time that we go there. But 10-man. And Bruno Fernandes got Jacob Ramsey sent off. Didn't get a yellow card at the end for kicking the ball away, right? So when we talk about refereeing and PGMOL, United, bro, United.
I think that should be a top.
That's the thing about Bruno. Let's talk about Bruno, right? I know PGMOL was the topic you suggested, but let's talk about Bruno, right? Because Bruno, for me, I've said it for years that I like the guy as a footballer. Because even when I brought on Miguel from the Manchester Derby and we did our combined 11, right? That I told him in that moment also, I said, Bruno, I love him. But he's one of those players where, people usually say, I like the player, I don't like the person. I like the person, I don't like the player. Like that. I said, with Bruno, he's such a good footballer, but I hate him as a person. So what do you mean hate him as a person? What did he ever do to you? No, it's because he always tries to referee the game. He always cheats. He always dives. He always cries. That part of his game, terrible.
Do you know this year in the Premier League, they introduced the new rule. If you ask for a card, you'll get the card. How does Bruno escape a card on every single attempt? Because every single game, without fail, he's asking for a card.
Yeah. He got Ramsey sent off. The Peter Banks, that stupid fucking airline, was about to just continue on with the game, right? Sure. Like, bro, honestly, it looks like a willy. His head looks like a willy, bro. But he literally was going to carry on the game, and then Bruno comes from bloody Manchester, to go, yo, why haven't you given him a red? When it wasn't even a red, it was actually a penalty, right? But yeah,
I think it
was soft, but
how many red cards have United gotten against them recently? Like, what is this?
Yes, I was saying, bro, they cheated against Palace, they cheated against Newcastle now. Couldn't get the job done against Newcastle, but it was good. There was justice from Will Osula. Goal of the season, question mark. Goal of the season.
Bro.
It's up there. It's up there.
Can I just say, when he came on, he always has energy. Will Osula, he's kind of like a meme. When I talk about football in Newcastle, he's kind of a meme because he's like, he always has. Do you know that player that has loads of energy, but it's not very good, but people love him because he has energy.
I must Darwin too.
Yeah, he was literally. It was Werner, bro. Literally, I've got him on my back. Werner. It was Werner. That's what Will Osula was. But what he did yesterday when he closed down once, and then he closed down Bruno Fernandes. Oh my god, he did a couple step overs, put it in the bottom left corner, bro. That was like. Oh my! That shouldn't have gone in. That goal should not have gone in, but it went in and out. It was just so beautiful. It was so beautiful, that goal.
There was a stat that came out. There was a stat that came out in that moment when he was chasing the ball. He registered the fastest sprint from any striker in the Premier League this season. So he's the fastest striker.
He goes to my barbers, bro. He goes to my barber, so that's why I know. Shout out, my guy.
It's all in the cut, bro. Like our cars, it's all in the model of the car. It's all in the trim.
No, but fair play to him, man.
That was a
fair
good
play.
game. I was happy.
And Newcastle low-key have a striker problem. And I think now he might start over Gordon against Barcelona just because of that. And I'll be going to the game. So I want to see that. I
think Gordon. Okay, so I don't think he'll start over Gordon. I think he starts alongside Gordon.
Nah, I think he might start. Low key, he might start.
No, Gordon's form in the Champions League is something else, though. You can't drop.
Don't let this Karabakh fugaziness.
They just played Karabakh, bro.
Come on.
Also,
Come on, Gordon is special.
So Elanga, Wissa, Gordon might be the move. But then also, you're saying Willis Sula was the fastest player, like clocked in the Premier League or whatever, right? So he's got pace too.
Yeah. He's got pace, but he also didn't have the grass in front of him to just run into in that moment.
Taro Malacia, bro. Somebody put in the chat, they had Malacia and Ogata coming on. That is, when you see that, bro, how are you telling me the Man United are going to finish third?
That was poor from Carrick. Especially when you realize that this is the second time Malacia played in the Premier League this season. The first time coming in the reverse fixture against Newcastle, which is in December. So what the hell is going on there? Michael Carrick still shows his inexperience as a manager. Why are you playing? You want to see how the game, you're playing this guy. Like, I'm sure there was other options on the bench.
I'm going to smile so much when they don't make Champions League, bro. Actually, I think they probably will, because Villa... the only reason I think they will still make it is because Villa. It's literally just Villa. Villa, if they book their ideas up, United are cooked.
Yeah.
When they come to Stamford Bridge, they're going to get done. But I think they've got 2 other tough games as well. I don't know who else they've got, but they've got some tough games. In the
Villa.
No, United.
Oh.
United have to verse us also. So Liverpool have the toughest run, actually. Our last 4 games consist of United away, Villa away, and Chelsea at home. Like, that's in our last 4 games. I think our last game is, Brentford or something at Anfield. So, that's another team that's in the top 6 race. So it's like, our last 4 is all about competition. So realistically,
Loki, you need to put your ideas up. Loki, you lot need to start actually like playing like a proper team. And if Isak is back, maybe you have all the pieces.
Isak might be back. I'm so happy. If he can come back, right? Ignore his beard because maybe Slot will think Cody Gakpo is Isak.
That's true. The next game is Villa.
United.
Liverpool's.
Yeah, United.
Yeah.
I think Holmes is a United fan.
Yeah, Holmes is a United fan. So I hope those
Villa has to play all of you. And City.
Yeah.
They're so open though. Yesterday they played so high for some weird reason, and also no McGinn, no Kamara, no Tielemans is like low key.
Yeah.
I feel bad for them because they were so good, and then they got screwed over by injuries, man. I know Mac hates them.
No, I was watching them lose to Spurs.
He just hates.
I don't hate them. I hate Emery, bro.
Yeah. But they got cooked, man.
He loves y'all, though. He loved y'all. But I think he hates y'all too, so it's mutual.
It was a good evening for him.
Oh yeah, and the meme he's created, what a legend, bro. He created the meme which is Unai, why did you lose this game? And he goes, it's Chelsea. So that is going to be in every edit for the next couple of years. For every Chelsea like pre-game edit, or if Chelsea win a big game, that's going to be in the edit. Oh, why did you lose, guys?
I'll get it.
Chelsea.
I'll get it. Do that for this Chelsea team also. Give me this Chelsea team order.
No, we cooked him. We did cook him like hardcore.
Unai Emery is the biggest soul loser I've ever seen. I remember even when we beat them at the Emirates. When we beat them at the Emirates, and there was that whole situation about the handshake story. After that, there was like whole 3-4 other games where he didn't shake the manager's hand. But all of a sudden, it was Arteta's fault, you know.
Yeah. No, listen, in Arsenal, I've almost woken up from. Okay, wait. First of all, can we get to that game then? Segue.
But we're going to put everyone to sleep. We're talking about Arsenal, bro. All chat's going to go to sleep. Let's end off with Arsenal. Let's go.
Let's talk about it.
Arsenal.
Okay, fine. Let's go City first. Okay, City. Now I was watching. What a night of football I had. Okay, let me tell you my setup. Big TV, right? I have the remote on my right, switching between Arsenal and Manchester City because obviously they're the big games. My phone on the left, switching between Chelsea and Manchester United. right? I was enjoying myself, bro. I had my Faluda milkshake there, still in my kuta, loving. I was sitting in my father's seat also. I thought I was the king, bro, enjoying my footy, right? And then I was analyzing everything because I was like preparing for today. And then Manchester City, bro, they score first, they lose the lead on 2 occasions. And the midfield got outran again. I always said, bro, midfield is where you win games. Defense is where you win titles. Attacks is also where it's a mixture of both. That's where you really win games and titles. But midfield is where you can win games. And City, Elliot Anderson, Morgan Gibbs, White, all these guys, they outplayed the City midfield.
That Gibbs White goal. Oh my God.
That's quality.
Special.
Imagine if Tottenham had him, where they would be in the league.
Probably 16th.
City should have got 2 penalties. Let's be real. City should have had 2 penalties. I don't know how the hell they
This is the same one for the Liverpool one, bro. I don't think that is a penalty, though.
Haaland's one.
Yeah.
Haaland was a pen, and so was the Rodri one. They're both penalties.
No. The Rodri one is a pen.
I don't like the Rodri one.
The Rodri one is more of a penalty than the other one.
If you get the shot off, I think there shouldn't be a pen then after. That's my opinion on
that
one. I think the Haaland one should have been a pen.
The Haaland was definitely a pen.
No.
Definitely a pen.
Let's take it out. There's contact. Okay, wait. Let's hear your argument. What makes you say it's not a pen?
He pulled back. There's no like inclination where he puts his hands out. He puts his hands out, but he pulled it back. I know you say his face touches him, but is that enough to say that it's a penalty?
So you said there's contact.
But is that enough for him to go down like that? For a penalty?
He says there's contact. He says he's guilty.
Is that enough to be for a penalty?
Last time I checked,
I don't think so.
All you need is a touch.
It's a penalty, man. It's a penalty. When you're moving that fast, bro, this is what strikers do, right? If they get any contact, they go down, they get a pen. It should be a pen. Absolutely should be a pen.
Okay, you tell me then. You tell me, Mac. We'll talk about Arsenal more, but just in comparison to a situation that happened in the same game week, Martinelli, was that enough contact?
It is. It's enough contact, but I say both players are pulling each other. That's why they flagged it away. But there is enough contact for a penalty.
Pulling each other is the one defender trying to push Martinelli off him.
I said there's enough contact for it to be a penalty, but... Bro, they're both pulling each other. Both arms are wrapped around each other. That's the point of view they looked at, but we know they shite
Eid in 2 weeks.
There's no argument.
Tell Gabriel Martinelli, tell all your Arsenal defenders, Eid's in 2 weeks. It's not now. There's no reason for you to have 2 arms around doing salam alaikum. Yeah, when it's not. We haven't even got to the last 10 days, bro. Like people aren't even on itikaf. You know what I mean? And man's already.
We will get into the Arsenal and we'll get into Arsenal and just stay back here.
We'll get into it. I don't want to refer to a situation where I wanted to know how much contact exactly did Haaland need to experience.
But I think also there was one. I don't even know which one was it. I think Forrest also supposed to get a penalty. I saw it on Twitter. I don't know how. There was someone that got kicked. Similar to the Rodri situation.
But that was a pen, man. That was a pen, though. You went watch the game.
The Rodri one. Yeah.
No, the Forest one. That was a pen, though, innit?
I don't know what it was. I just saw it on Twitter pop up.
Oh, okay.
That was a I thought you were
going to go, yeah, that was a pen.
No, I'm just asking you. I didn't watch the game. I was watching my Arsenal game. I'm boring 1-0 to the Arsenal.
Bro,
you know?
so honestly, I was watching a multi-view. It was the most boring game I've ever seen in my life. And you lot, oh my God, you time waste. You know what? Let's move on from City. Because City, low-key, are throwing away the league a little bit. And now they're in a position
we need to talk about City. We need to talk about City, though. Because there was another guy, your boy, your potential player of the season. He at least showed up. Good finish from Semenyo. Right? Where is City falling short this season? Because attacking, Semenyo came in and he's saved City a couple of times.
Defensively,
still
bro.
Lacking some.
I said
something defensively. Yeah.
I said it last week.
Doing the job.
I said it last week when you said Gay is coming in, is giving them extra protective place in the back, but it's not much of a difference, bro. City are weak defensively. How are you? All right, bro.
No, I'm saying, can I go?
Yeah, go.
Okay.
Anwar is
I think
yours.
City are really good. But they just and Gahey and Semenya have been real game changers. But they started too late. They started being a serious football team too late in the season. You know, like they were never going to go and win 15 games in a row. They're not that City. They don't have that level of quality.
No,
just
this
yet.
is, yeah.
So I think they just started too late. Is my opinion. I mean, the only way that they get back into it is Arsenal messing up a bit. You know, and I think the Everton game and the Newcastle game is going to be difficult. But that's the only way that they can come back in the league.
I think you only alluded to it. It's the midfield. What has the midfield did for City in recent games?
Well, Rodri was good yesterday.
Okay, I can't comment, but like the midfield, I think
the Forest
is the
one was
biggest
a
game changer.
But
I don't know what was that situation, bro. I just saw something.
And
like another
Bruno
Bruno.
won the game towards the end. You could have won towards the end also.
Apparently, also
look down the
I saw
line.
all the. I saw
That
something. I saw something on Twitter. I think it was that Big Steve, that ball guy. He was complaining about Foden. He did something he could have like easily. I don't even know what he did, bro. Won the game or closed the game out or something.
I don't even know if Foden was playing.
Apparently, he made one of the biggest mistakes that led to that second goal.
Is it? I never actually watched the Elliot
It was a really good goal from Anderson.
scored a second goal.
Yeah,
it
that was a good
it,
goal,
yeah.
though.
Live, like. No, but I think
it was
for me,
Big Steve and some other. What's that other guy? That young Chomp or something? Tommy Chomp. I don't even know. But they were all complaining about
Who's the
Foden.
blinders? Tommy
Yeah,
Chomp.
looks just like him.
What's your name?
Bro,
Tommy Chomp.
That's his literal name on Twitter.
But who was the left back again for City last night, 2 nights ago? Last night.
Nori.
Who was the left
I think
back?
it was Nori.
I knew it. Yeah, I knew it.
Where was Nico O'Reilly? I never actually keep up to date with the strategies. Why wasn't he playing?
I don't know.
Doesn't he plays midfield, bro? Was he not there?
Someone in the chat, tell us why Nico O'Reilly wasn't playing.
He plays he starts left back, isn't it? Or lately he's been starting midfield. Lately.
No, I think the last 6-7 games he's been playing midfield.
6, 7. Okay. I'll need to fact check that also. Yeah. But yeah, okay. No, Man City stumbling, and the only reason it stumble was.
We'll segue to Arsenal unless anyone else has anything to say. But Azar literally said in the chat, right? He goes, "Sorry, no, sorry if I interrupted you. Oh, about to say something."
No.
He was saying,
sorry.
He was saying, "Do you see Arsenal messing up a bit though? What's your thoughts on that?" My opinion is I don't think they'll win every game till the end of the season, right? I don't even think they could probably lose against City. And I still don't think they'll win every single other game. I think that's unrealistic, right? Because if they go far in the Champions League, going far in the FA Cup, I don't see them not losing a game or not dropping points. Like, it's unrealistic, right? But can City take advantage? That's the only question I have.
Do you remember what I said like 2-3 months ago?
What, when you said Vinicius was better than Martinelli and you're going to win the quadruple? Was it around that time?
Yeah, no, but before the quadruple. What did I say? When is the league getting wrapped up?
In April.
In April. I'm telling you, let me put it like this. We win the league in April, there's a chance we won't win every game until the end, considering us resting players and that sort of thing. But if it goes all the way to May, I see us winning every game till the end of the season.
Do you think from now till May you'll win every single game till the end of the season?
Bro, the fixtures are lining up on our side. We have 5 home games and 3 away games.
Are you being serious?
Out of the 3, yes. The 3 away games we're playing is against City, West Ham, and Palace. Palace is at the end of the season. West Ham is at the end of the season. The rest are all home games.
Do you think you're going to win every game till the end of the season?
100%, bro. Why?
There's no reason you believe that.
Wallahi, I believe that, bro.
Premier League all competitions.
Premier League. And all competitions.
Okay. We'll come.
Wait, I'll say. No, I don't want to say wallahi, man. Just know that's a bit of a hard shot. But for Premier League,
I firm believe. So you have firm belief that you're going to win every game.
Included with the Carabao Cup final, with the FA Cup games, Champions League games, you're going to win every game in the Premier League. Okay.
I say if we win it in April, then it's a different story. It's the resting of players.
So,
but if it goes to May, then no.
Okay,
Also,
so I
if
see
they
what
win
you
it in
mean.
April, obviously the job is done. So that's why they won't win every game
Yeah.
because they would have lost maybe
Yeah.
1 or 2. But
And-
if they're still a tied race, they'll win every game until the end of the season.
Okay, so I can't believe what I'm hearing. But so essentially, you've lost your mind. That's basically what I'm hearing.
Essentially, I have
Mark.
not.
I need to be checked into a mental institution, and that's what I'm
I
hearing.
am
That's
waiting.
literally all I heard.
I'm waiting.
Also,
for
please
the
win every game.
24th of May. I'm waiting for that day. Is it 24th or 21st? But either way, I'm waiting for that day when we pick that Premier League trophy out. You guys will see.
It'll be the first time
I
ever we
don't
see
think
Saka's
the Premier League
armpits.
trophies are outside the realms of possibility. I think you can, because I don't think Man City are strong enough to win every single game to the end of the season. I don't think they will, right? But you're not going to win every single game to the end of the season. Like, you still got some difficult games with teams that have things to go for, like West Ham away when they're fighting for their lives, Everton at home when they could be fighting potentially for Europe, right? Like, and they are, I think they're the second best team in the Premier League away from home. Bro, you need to just chill out a little bit. A little bit.
I am chill, bro.
Mark,
I am chill. Wait,
He
listen.
is chill. He is chill.
I am
He
chill.
is chill.
I am chill. I'm actually in this situation. I'm not really looking at. I know we should be looking at the bigger picture, but I'm taking it one game at a time. I'm not really going all the way that way. For now,
you are, because you
my
just said
next,
you're going to win every
my,
single game till the end of the season.
I did say that, but for now, I'm looking at one game at a time. Now, we look at Mansfield, get over them, then it's Leverkusen,
So
then
why are
it's
you talking like
Everton.
Arteta, bro? This is a fan.
It's not talking about Arteta, bro. I'm not. I'm just
This is the
stating
fucking
the facts
standards.
how it is, bro. Just saying what's
Okay.
in front of me.
Mark, you've lost your mind. Allah Nikasam, you've lost your
Who's
mind.
this guy that
right?
lost his mind, bro?
Yo, is he here? No, he's there. He's there, bro. Yeah.
I haven't.
Let me tell you something,
Listen.
Mac. Let me tell you. You know how we all three agreed now that Manchester United fans for way too long were saying wasn't the best performance, but we got to win. Do you think now you're going to be saying that exact same line because you've been saying it?
Bro,
you think I'll continue saying that
you've
line
been
until
saying
May?
this from December. We haven't been playing good
From
enough.
December. Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
From December.
I don't know how you make
Look at
things that are
what
supposed to be
month we in
sustainable,
now.
they'll make it sustainable. I don't know
Look
how.
at the month we in now.
You know why?
March.
You know why? It's because Arteta are still the art
Mark,
of
you had
not
a
losing
very
instead
poor
of
run as
winning
well.
games.
Don't forget that you had a very poor run for a while.
And only
Not
3
champions.
games. 3 games, is it?
No, they drew to Wolves. They lost to Villa.
They drew to Brentford and Wolves.
They drew.
If
drew
you have to
Brentford
look,
as well.
I
They
told
drop points
if
constantly.
if you have to look at
They
our
lost to
points,
United.
and I think
They
City
lost to
points,
United. They
it's
drew to Liverpool when they
practically
took the
similar.
Just those 3 games. Just 4 games. Yeah, 4 games. Yeah.
It's
Yet
Yeah,
we are
Villa
still
as well.
7 points clear at the top.
Well, 4 with a game in hand. But and then 1 when they lose.
You never know what
And you're
happens
saying they're going to
here.
win every single game to the end of the season, bro. I think
I'm telling you, I think we beat City at the Etihad, bro. That's one game Arteta is not City back.
Arteta's not going there to win, bro. You maybe have the players to do it. but
He is
Arteta's never,
100%
ever-
going
ever
there to
gonna go
win.
for the win. No, he's not.
100%. I'm
When
telling
was
you,
that?
he's going there to win.
No, he is going there to win, but he's going there to win haramly, right? That's a verb.
Do you remember? Wait,
haramly.
do you remember what? Wait, do you remember what happened last season when we drew 2-2? Who was the one sitting back with every single player in a box?
Yeah.
Who was
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Are you talking about the
It
game
was-
that
it
happened
was
in
Man City.
September? Are you talking about the game that happened in
Oh.
September?
Who cares? Yeah, it was. I know. I was at the tournament, bro. I was busy coaching, and my phone was there on the floor on the side, watching it at the same time. I'm saying, bro.
But Pep was defensive that day.
Arteta-
Can't even lie. Like that was the day you
Arteta
showed
is gonna go for
way
it.
too much respect. But I don't think this is the same team though. From that time, I think Pep has more confidence in this team to actually.
Is that the
bring
one where you bowled
bring
in the last
team.
minute? Is that the game where
Yeah.
you bowled
Well, actually,
in
rescued it.
the last minute?
City rescuing it. And then
No,
boxing
no,
it, bro.
the one where Arsenal bottled it in the last minute to John Stones. Is that the game?
It's not a bottle that.
Oh, last year.
It's not a
Yeah,
bottle
yeah.
that.
Oh, okay.
We got a red card.
But Alan
for
threw the ball
Shoto.
on Gabriel's head.
That there, Trossard got sent
That's
off.
it. Who the
After
F
that, we
is
never
this
ever
guy?
seen a
Martin
sent off
Kelly.
like that ever again. Yeah.
So Arsenal fans already believe that a draw is all they'll need to do. And Mark, you say that ain't gonna happen. You're going there for 3 points.
Bro.
3 points only.
You have to go with that mentality. I don't even think Arteta goes into a game where he wants to draw. It's more of a thing, I think, within the players.
Are we watching the same game, bro? Are we actually watching the same game, bro?
Wait.
Arteta-
No, listen,
Let me
wait.
tell you my perspective.
Wait, let me finish my sentence. Wait, let me finish what I want to say.
Yeah, cook.
Any manager in their right mind is not going to set up for a draw. you're going in for a win. It's on the players. I can 80% guarantee you. We got that first goal, and I don't think Arteta told him to sit back. But it was on the players. They made the conscious decision to hold back. Because as soon as we started
Who creates that culture?
listen, I'm still talking. Wait. Second half started, there was a much improved performance from them. We at least started attacking more until again the 85th minute where we decided to hold back. That's what I'm trying to say. It's more on the players because we haven't won anything, which is rightfully so. Everyone's going to get on our back. We haven't won anything, and that's going to be at the back of every single one of their minds. So rather protect the lead and don't concede, then try to go for another goal, then to concede.
If you try to do that against Wolves, let's see how much. Okay, go for it.
I thought like this is my perspective on how Arteta approaches games. I think he definitely tries to win the game through open play, but he doesn't have the minerals to do that. You don't have good midfielders and attackers to actually get a title-winning team like that. Where you do try and get over the line is defensively you're solid. So I've said this also for I think since the beginning of the season. Arsenal go 1-0 up, they tend to win the game. They're 90% there already because you're so good defensively. So you're set up in such a defensively solid structure. And then you might get like a deflected goal here, an own goal or set piece, whatever it is, right? Or maybe even a moment of brilliance. I don't know. I can't name one on the top of my head.
Madueke, Champions League. Gyökeres, Champions League.
Brilliance.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, the goal against Atletico. Gyökeres goal against Atletico. Yeah.
Madueke against Club Brugge, bro. A flipping stunner from outside the box.
Either way,
Martinelli.
Premier League is what I'm talking about.
Against what? Against Portsmouth?
No, I'm talking about Club Brugge. Champions League.
Premier League, how many times, Mac, I keep on referencing the Big Six games also past Spurs, where these are the situations that can really tell you who your big game players are. And how many times, that's how Arteta approaches games. He makes sure that you don't concede chances, and then there'll be that one chance where you'll do score. But that's the game done and dusted because you don't end up conceding that many chances. And that's how you'll approach games this season.
Very good centre-back.
On the point, okay, we have 8 more games towards the end of the season. Would you rather see us play beautiful football and win, or just win no matter how you get it? Just win the game, bro.
Football and win. Beautiful football and win.
Bro, we've been playing great.
Y'all shouldn't care.
We've been playing beautiful football for years, literally for years. And what has that got us?
Well,
what has that got us?
Before the last 3 years. Before
Emery, bro. Before Emery. And that 22-23 season was one of the most free-flowing
players
football.
now. You've got good players now. You've actually got good players. The only reason you lost in 22-23 is because Saliba got injured. Let's be real. That's the only reason why you bought.
Okay. Yeah, let's get back to this game, though, okay? This game, that first half was unsustainable, bro. The way they played, I didn't enjoy that. I definitely didn't enjoy that. Eze, our attacking midfielder, Hamza's favorite guy this is. But I don't know what was this guy thinking. Every time he got the ball, there's literally so much space behind him. He decides to go back and play with Declan Rice. Oh, we don't need this. We need another goal to go on and push. He's our attacking midfielder. Why doesn't he just go into that space and try to create chances? Then Gyökeres can get a chance and go and score. But if no one performs and gives him on a plate or even provides that type of assist, how is the guy going to get goals?
I do think Gyökeres could have had a lot more goals if he got more service, especially at the beginning of the season.
Eze is one of the players I'm so disappointed with this season. He has such heights that he can reach. He's 27. He's in his prime, literally, coming from Palace off an FA Cup victory. He should be delivering. He should be doing more. Odegaard is injured at the moment. The moment Odegaard comes back, Eze is back on the bench. Eze is not going to see football again unless it's a FA Cup against Mansfield or... You know what I mean?
A lot of Arsenal fans are asking the question, now they're seeing why Arteta was dropping him.
Odegaard is one that can unlock defenses. You might not see that, but he is one guy that can make a difference. And
he's doing really good against Chelsea.
Arteta's main, in his philosophy is control. He loves control. But recently, we haven't been seeing the control with the ball. And that, I think, is mainly due to Odegaard not being there. When Odegaard is on the field, he demands that ball. He he just basically he sets the tone for the team. Now with him out, I don't know. We just too defensive in that aspect. I don't know. I honestly I can't give you an answer for that reason. But defensively, we're doing well. We're shutting teams down. This is by far the worst, like not performance, but we had 0.01 XG. 0.01 XG. That
Terrible.
is, when you listen to that, is horrible. But like I said, what matters is you get the 3 points.
Yeah, you asked the question, right? You asked us, would you rather would you rather win the Premier League or not? Like at the end of the
Definitely.
day, just win the Premier League.
The Premier League is the top, bro. You have to win that. Listen, I know we haven't won the Champions League at all, but if you have to give me the Champions League or the Premier League, I'm definitely choosing the Premier League. At the start of the season, whenever you're employing the manager, his first realistic goal, win me the Premier League. It's not winning the Champions League. Win me the Premier League. Everything else that comes afterwards is a bonus.
It's
So
true, though. Like, for Arsenal, like, let's be honest.
We
It
haven't
is-
won
it is
in
a Premier League
22
first.
years, bro. I was literally 3 years old the last time Arsenal won the Premier League.
Yeah, but you never won
that's
anything in
how
Europe
bad-
ever.
That's how I get that point.
Yeah, well,
but
like,
the
for-
Premier
you have to
League
look at that
is the
right now.
pinnacle, bro.
Especially what happened over the past couple of years. For me, what I was saying is also like Arsenal are almost in credit. They deserved, in my opinion, to win it in 22-23 because they had one of the worst bottles, right? But they were playing good football.
Yeah.
I still remember that Reece Nelson goal. At that time, I don't know what's changed over the past couple of years, but at that time, none of us really hated Arsenal. Obviously, besides Chelsea and Spurs fans, because that's a normal rivalry. But like, as a Liverpool fan, I was like, yes, someone else besides City's going to win this league, and it's not going to, like, I was actually backing you guys that season. So I don't know what's happened over the years, like why we all hated you. Someone has to study that. But I do think y'all are in
because the
credit. Y'all
fans.
deserve a trophy.
It's because they're fans.
Do you know even in that 22-23 season, I think we drew 0-0 with Newcastle at home or something like that. In that game, the game was in play for 52 minutes. And no one
remember
cared what happened. But now Arsenal did it
Yeah,
against
yeah.
Brighton and we won the game. All of a sudden, everyone wants to shit
But
on us. bro.
this is where you become unstuck, Matt. Because I genuinely believe you're the nicest Arsenal fan I've ever met in my life. Honestly, bro. So I can tell you that. Like you make me when I hear your Arsenal stories, it makes me feel like you know what? If Arsenal win, I don't mind because Mike will be smiling, you know. But this is where you come unstuck.
Yeah,
right?
Jeff.
Because you're talking about like how the ball was in play for this amount of time. You lot, right? People say like, oh, other teams do it, right? But when you're top of the league, people would obviously just copy you. If you're the best at anything, people are just going to copy you what the best people are doing, right? There's one thing popularizing it, but you're normalizing the way that you're playing, right? And as a product, who wants a product of like when Man City won the league? Obviously, people cared less because not many Man City fans, whatever. When Liverpool won the league, United fans cared a lot, but not many other people cared that much because
Do you know what that
such a good
shows?
football team, right? There was such a good football team, right? But Arsenal is like, who wants the best league in the world is won by this way of playing football? It's like, it doesn't make, like, the way you play in Champions League, I'm happy with you winning the Champions League like that because you play properly. And I get you play like this in the Premier League because the Premier League is a bit different. I get that, right? But best league in the world, for them to win like this is unnecessary when you got players that you have. You don't need to play like this. You've actually got good players. You don't need to play like this, you know? But like the fact that you consistently play like this against worse teams, it's just like I don't understand why players would want to even play like that because you think you're so great at something, but you have to dumb yourself down just to get a result. It's like we don't need to do that to get a result. But yeah, that's my thing on Arsenal, man.
It was frustrating because this is literally the first game. Every game we come up against a low block and we stuck. We don't know what's happening, and our set piece goals obviously helps us. But this game, Brighton came to us. They gave us the game. Literally, Brighton had like I think 65% possession, and Arsenal had 35. We ever seen that in such a long time? They literally came up and we shut up shop. So I was quite disappointed in that aspect, but it makes sense. You got the 1-0 lead, just shut it off. Rather get the clean sheet, get the win, and cement it at the top. I do think though. I remember Nawaz, you asked me a question. Arsenal going to create a dynasty after this if we win this league. I do think. Listen, I do think Arteta changes his plans next season if we win this league. I'm telling you. We are winning the league for the next 3 to 4 years.
You can't do a dynasty like this.
There's no way Arteta plays this type of football going on in the seasons to come. He's purely done just to get over the line now.
Just to get over the line, yeah.
You have to get over the line somehow or the other.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What a warm airing.
Let me tell you something back. Right? I told you must go watch the video I made, my latest video. You'll be very happy with it. I feel like I've almost escaped a matrix. You were saying also, why does everyone hate Arsenal? Why is there a narrative, right? I think it's a trend right now in football. I don't think there's genuine hatred. Like it's a trend.
Everyone's hopping on the chain.
Scrolling on TikTok. Yeah, like, oh, why is everyone hating Arsenal? I don't care. Everyone's hating Arsenal. I'll just observe. What are you doing, observe? You get frustrated. You're playing on your just.
Do you know?
I think it's a trend.
Do you know what the kid thing? Okay, everyone stays Arsenal bottled it. Now every kid nowadays that is growing up, they're gonna know Arsenal for bottle job, bro. Anyone who just collapses is a bottle job. Bottle job. That is flipping nonsense, right? The mentality we're creating with kids nowadays is shocking. And it's coming even from elders, like people that are influencing the game. Like
but they are
top content creators.
But yeah, I don't give them that ammunition.
Yes, you are. Up until this point, you are volatile. Yeah, 24, 25.
No, but what I'm saying is we need to
let's not forget about the Carabao Cup semi-finals last year, bro. Let's not forget about them, right? Because we were talking about bottle.
Last year's Champions League after they knocked out Madrid.
Villarreal, the semi-finals bottled it there. Like there's been bottling from Arteta. So I disagree with that point, Mac. You have been bottle jobs. Just accept it, and maybe you change it this year.
That's the thing. You're bottling until you aren't. That's the thing. Oh, but yeah. So I was saying, like, even I was having this conversation with my father also during Serie. I'm like, I made us start hating Arsenal because, like, I was telling you, like, you know, I'm telling you, I escaped the Matrix, right? The Matrix that everyone in India hates Arsenal. Why? You know why? So because even back in the day, like when Liverpool were winning, I think when we first won the league, like 2019, 20, a few seasons before that, you know, the question comes up: if you don't support your current team, who do you support? Right, I'm sure you'll ever ask yourselves that question. If you don't support your current team, who would you end up supporting? So my answer, and my father's answer was Arsenal. I think we'll always never say United. We'll always never say United, right? Chelsea, I keep on telling you, Hamza, you're the older version of Manchester City, right? So you'll sit there, right? Manchester City, small club, in all honesty, still, and then. I mean, Tottenham, also a small club. So I said Arsenal. I always liked Arsenal growing up also. Thierry Henry, Theo Walcott. Who else was there? I didn't ask him that game at 4-4.
Bro, what jump on Thierry Henry to Theo Walcott?
I know, it's at the same level. But I'm just talking about when I grew up watching Arsenal.
Thomas Vermaelen to Matthew Debussy.
I never got to Arsenal's last good team was 2004-5. Like I obviously never got to witness much more.
13-14 team was pretty good. Ramsey was good then. Cazorla was decent.
Do you remember that goal against? Do you remember that? 15-16 was also good, bro. Giroud literally costed us the league. He literally, every game he went into, he couldn't finish. The amount of chances also put on a play.
He finished in the Chelsea for Chelsea. He finished in the for Chelsea. Maybe it's just an Arsenal problem.
Nah, it was a Giroud problem. Ozil was on track to beat Thierry Henry's record. But Giroud,
brothers have been on track to be on track to be.
Giroud was getting on the plaster, bro. The line is here, the goal is here. Giroud was sending it there. Monaco in the round of 16 or quarterfinals. Twice he did that, not even once, twice, and we got knocked out because we lost by 1 goal. That's how shit he was. You can claim Giroud because he is atrocious. Never an Arsenal legend. He is rubbish. He can sit in the bin.
He doesn't want to claim. You lot stopped him from winning anything major. He came to us.
He stopped us from winning. We didn't stop him from winning nothing.
Let's help you win a World Cup.
Arsenal.
We'll help you win a World Cup. We'll then help you win a Champions League. And yeah, he's a good guy, man. Olivier Giroud, bro. You just hang on him because you just.
I love your shit. No, thank you.
If I'll be honest, yeah. If my son came to me at Sehri time, yeah, and I don't want to speak to anyone, start talking to me about Arsenal, bro. I'd honestly, like, I'm surprised your dad would just hit you. I'm surprised your dad would just clip you around the head just there and then. Why the hell are you talking to me about Arsenal? I want to.
We're talking about football. Arsenal is a tough reason. Now we are Arsenal, like honestly, I'm thinking it's a trend because now especially the set piece thing really opened up my eyes. I was thinking, shit, we're going to get clowned. But everywhere I'm seeing set piece kicks also. And I was like, oh, it feels good, right? It feels good. But then even this Brighton situation, like people are talking about how the ball was out of play for about 30 odd minutes. But you look at, there was some stat where if you look at all of the teams in the Premier League, Arsenal sitting at like 6th or something for that for most time in open play, where Brighton is sitting at like 70th. So it's like
even on that point, okay, Brighton probably got like 6 or 17 fouls. How much time does that accumulate in the game also? They only look at Arsenal. How much time does that take on the game? Kavanagh is another disgrace of a referee. Every small thing. Sit your ass down, boy. I'm tired of these referees, bro. Every small thing. Ruta was falling for foul. Bro gave Zubamendi a yellow card for Ruta champing on him.
I mean, what about the penalty? You got away with the penalty. So, like, I would just, like...
We also, on that day, okay, we also deserved the penalty where we didn't get, where Kai Havertz got kicked at the back of his heel. Every time, that's the same story. That's a clear and obvious thing. Even 22-23 season, when we played Villa, Jesus got kicked, no penalty. If we got that penalty, we scored, we win the league. So, I'm unhappy.
I love Mac so much. Mac is my favorite person in the world.
Alhamdulillah for that.
Why are you bringing up stuff from 2022? Huh? Why are you talking
Bro,
about
I'm just coming. It's like same incidents. That's what I'm coming up with.
Yo, stuff about.
I don't hear about your trauma dumps, bro.
Now, even like, everyone is terrible. But like, that's another thing, dude. So I'm going to tell you this response, and then that's another thing. Arsenal fans have been hearing this for years. So when things do go their way, they shouldn't care, because I'm going to literally tell back now, everyone experiences these tough calls, just go on with it. Right? So when things do go in their favor...
That's why we're enjoying it now.
They're just going to have to go on with it. There is a double standard, though. Hamza, I don't know if you'll ever take off your biased glasses when it comes to 80 on Arsenal, but there is a double standard with Arsenal.
In what sense?
Like they'll do something and then they'll get villainized for it instead of like praised for it first. You know, like other even there's Brighton one, for example. There's Brighton one, for example. Because let's talk about this first point, right? So the Brighton game, I guess the topic all over Twitter was the fact that Arsenal only, had that 30 minutes of open play, or 30 minutes of stoppages in the game. It was like 30 minutes of stoppages.
It was 30 minutes, the ball out. But that's what I'm saying. They're saying Arsenal. It's Arsenal and Brighton. Like, if they're getting 17 free kicks, imagine 17 free kicks. How many minutes is getting wasted by that? You can't only label it Arsenal. It's both teams are playing. You need to count it as together. You can't just say Arsenal are doing 30 minutes of wasting time. I understand. We did waste time. How many times David Raya fell on the floor, this, that, and the other, and wasted time? It's a no. But you can't just fully blame us for that.
The thing is, I'm not going to say Arsenal's a world-class team, dude. They might win this league, right? But
this is by far not our best team.
Yeah. This is like the way you're winning games. Like I told you, you're not winning games. You're just not losing them. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, right? But you're just not losing games.
So
like I said, it's a matter of getting over the line.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah. But you're saying take up your bias, bro. There's a reason why everyone has the same issue that I am having with them, right? It's like they actually have decent players. I get, right? If you look at it in isolation, got bantered for years for not winning anything. Now they're doing everything to win, right? That's without context makes absolute sense. And I absolutely get that. But that's what I don't like about Arsenal fans, because they create this like false reality that they live in, right? As if that is reality. It's not reality, bro. Because the reason why people have issues is not because you'll win the league or whatever, because you have been decent for a couple of years. It's not like you just randomly turn into Haram ball and then randomly start winning the league. Like you've been there and thereabouts pretty much for like the last 3.5 seasons. It's been pretty good the way that Arteta's revolutionized club to get to that point. But the point is, you play poor football, right? When you don't need to play poor football, because I've seen you go a goal behind and play really swift, good football, and there's just been like little moments where it hasn't come across. Like against us, right? You were 1-0 down, and then you were all over us, got to 1-1, and then just stopped, right? At Stamford Bridge. There's been constant, even against Aston Villa, you were 1-0 down. You played really well, got on level, and then just stopped. Right? Just completely stopped. So I get annoyed because I'm like, I can see this quality there. Saliba, Gabriel, amazing defenders. Declan Rice, quality. The only problem I have is probably Zubimendi. Calafiori, I think, is a unicorn, bro. I think that guy is so good. Jurien Timber's decent. He's not as good as Reece James, right?
Don't sleep on Hincapié, bro. He's the only
Yeah,
one
yeah,
that
I
has
mean,
won.
you
And
got- yeah, and you've also
he's
got
the only
decent-
invincible in our team, bro.
You got decent backup as well, right? You've got Saka, who's okay. He's not amazing, but he's decent, right? On the right hand side, you got okay, like Trossard's going to get you goals. Martinelli. Obviously, your attack is probably the weakest part. My whole thing is that
Can I ask you though?
guys,
Saka is decent though. In his decent
Yeah.
season, he's off season. He got 16 GA.
no,
in
but
his
it's not about
off-season.
GA, bro. He's not good. Like
No,
he's
I'm
just
just
not
asking.
like. No, but it's his level, bro. Like, bro, I'm pretty sure Enzo Fernandez has like 14 goals, and he's not supposed to be the main guy. You know,
We
in that sense.
already discussed that in terms of he's lost his pace massively. due to
Wait.
hamstring.
Let Hamza finish his point. You're building up
Yeah,
something.
But my whole
Sorry,
point is that like Arsenal could actually be good, right? And I think defensively, Gunnar King was talking about like, Chelsea fans shouldn't say anything because their team is defensive. Nobody has ever said Arsenal are bad because they're defensive, right? That's kind of why we like them, is because they're so good defensively. It's like, and it's not something you'd attribute to Arsenal years like going back. Like they're so good defensively. It's amazing that they are that. Like obviously, I don't want it to be like that, but it's amazing that they are like that. But what they do at set piece, the amount of corner goals that they get, there's been like the amount of reliance on that when they don't need to play like that. That's where I think the problems are. And like I know
But-
it was only one
Hamza,
game. It was only one game against Chelsea. Right, where you were hugging and whatever, but you do that constantly, and it's like so unnecessary. Like it's so unnecessary to have to do that.
On
in
that
most
point,
people's
though, okay. On that point, that it goes to the place where a few years ago, like you said, we are in our banter era, okay. Everyone was shitting on us. Now that we're actually going away from that, and they're seeing us thrive, now they're gonna shit on us even more because they
No, but
feel
you're not
so.
thriving though.
They're literally feeling so
Not yet, yeah.
insecure. Bro, they're feeling
No.
insecure, but
Yeah,
we're not in the banter
definitely.
era anymore.
Definitely, I agree with that. But Mac, you've got to a point where if you played well and lost, obviously people would make jokes. Or
I
whatever,
get that
but they're
point.
Like,
I get that
But it's
point.
like you played really well, you lost. That's like you didn't win the league or whatever. That's fine. But this now, you have so much pressure to get results because you only play like this, and it's only okay if you get results. If you don't win trophies now, like your whole like I don't know where you go from there.
But the
I
reason
have
though,
no idea where you go
wait,
from here.
the reason though why we get so many set pieces is we put ourselves in that position to actually attack and get that. If we weren't doing that, like the Brighton game, for instance, we didn't have one. Okay, I think we had 3 corners in that whole game. 3. If we don't do that, if we're not giving that attacking impetus, there's no way we're getting those set pieces. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not boring Arsenal all the time. But this Brighton game in particular was boring. That I can admit. Was boring.
So just on both of y'all's talking points there. Okay, so Hamza and Mac also. For years, yeah, I agree with Mac where, Arsenal were playing like, obviously it was nowhere near the level of like City and Liverpool over the past couple of years, but they were playing good football, right? It wasn't like what they are now. Then I still remember commentators and them saying, like, I think there was a game against Chelsea where the commentator said, yeah, I said Arsenal played the football, Chelsea had to win, same result, something like that, right? Where
you put to go top
Arsenal-
bins. That was a crazy commentary line. When Trump was literally done some mad finish, it's like, oh yeah, it's what do you call it? Russian grab or whatever, or snatch and grab game. It's like, what the hell was he talking about? But sorry, continue, Noaz. I just need to come up with Peter Jury out there.
Sure. No worries. But then, Hamza, you said like, I think it does depend on if they get the job done, because to do this, you are sacrificing, a lot of things. You're sacrificing your good players like Saka and them, as much as they had the opportunities to really show their class, but like you're not really building the team in such a way where you are focusing on attack, you're more focusing on defense, right? It's only going to pay off if you'll get the job done, because lots of Arsenal fans, Mac, you included, will say this hasn't been our best season under Arteta in terms of visually attacking
performance.
But your performance, by results, it's been the best season. I don't think y'all been like what Arteta in
You've
general.
only lost
for the
3
past couple of
games,
years.
bro. 3 games this season.
You only lost 3 games. You look at the
3.
Big Six record that this guy did. You look at it before he came in, and you look at it now. He's literally turned Arsenal into a team that you don't want to lose. And he's changed. And like you look at this, like you see, the thing is that I can relate to Arsenal a bit because of how poor Liverpool were, and then how Klopp changed. Because Klopp changed the fan base and Klopp changed the mentality of this club. That's what Arteta has done. He obviously took a different approach, right? He never went the Klopp approach, but he took a different approach. But he's allowed Arsenal fans to, be up there with
To
the
believe.
big boys.
Yeah.
To believe, have title aspirations for years now. And I think if he gets the job done this year, Arsenal fans won't care. That day, the 24th of May, when Declan Rice is left here of the Premier League or Saka is left here of the Premier League, they'll be pinching themselves thinking, how did we get here? Considering where they were just 6 years ago, 5 years ago. You wouldn't have thought they'll be winning the Premier League.
100%. That is why, bro. It doesn't really matter. However you get the win, as long as you get the win, 3 points is what matters. Nothing else. And you're sitting pretty at the top, I'll take that any day of the week.
And now it all depends what happens next season. If you don't get the job done, does this will still stay? If you do get the job done, does he change up his philosophy now that he's finally
honestly,
Let's
would
take
think
that
he would
conversation
change.
now. That'll be. I personally think if he doesn't get the job done, he's not in the job.
Yeah.
This-
That's right. This season, he
If
sacrificed
he
so
doesn't
much
get
this season in terms of
if he doesn't
attractive
get
football.
the job done, I'm sorry, bro. Like he has to go.
It's never going to happen then. If it doesn't happen this season, it's never happening with him. I
But
don't
they
know what
wouldn't
more
sack
you
him
can do.
because he would have got so close. They wouldn't sack him because he would have got so close. But realistically, they
What
should.
more can he do? He played attractive
But they
football.
won't sack him. They won't sack him, bro. Arsenal are not like that.
Yeah.
Who tells him to
keep
change up his
talking.
style then?
But
Who
let's say
tells him
that
to change up
conversation
his style?
if that happens. Let's say that
Okay,
conversation
good.
if that happens.
But wait,
That
I want
would
to
be
have
a
a
good
small. I want to touch on the Fabian Hurstler one. Okay, he came and said we didn't turn up to play football. Oh,
didn't.
these guys were taking a free kick and kicking each other with the ball. Imagine who takes a free kick, kicks the ball on his own player, and then calls, "Oh, referee, the Arsenal player is standing in front." Meantime, it hits his own player. Bro, that is retardedness. Every 5 seconds, this guy. Every 5 seconds, this guy.
Yeah.
was in the referee's ear. Bro, that's like flipping Bruno 2.0 crying for every single thing.
Maybe it took
Your
so
team is
long to
playing-
take every set piece, man. It was so jarring. I had to switch it off. It was so annoying. During
It
the
was.
like
It-
40
But
seconds to take
in
every
my
goal.
opinion, Brighton
So annoying,
could
bro.
have scored.
Enjoy the
Brighton,
game.
how can Ursula complain? Just score, bro. Like, in my opinion,
Yeah, don't have to stop us from winning the game.
Ruta was terrible that game also. I was a big fan of him after he did his Premier League interview earlier this season. I'm thinking, I'll invest in this guy. I like him. He has a good personality. Terrible footballer. How can you play the way you just go watch a Bruno, a Jorginho Ruta compilation from the Arsenal game? Terrible, bro. Terrible.
And you know the other, I think it was I don't like Owen, okay? You know what he says because he always states the obvious. But
Oh,
he
Michael.
literally, yeah, Michael Owen. But he literally said after that, so he heard the comments and they pointed, I think it was, who was the ladies? One of them pointed it out to him, the comment he said that Arsenal didn't come and play football. He turned around and said, well, he's not going to be in a title run at any time, so it doesn't matter. You won't know. You won't understand.
Get his ass. Get
We've
his
come to
ass.
that part. We've come to that part of the season where Arsenal, it's funny, Arsenal's been saying this since game week 2, or game week 1 against United. But we've come to that part
No,
of
I
the season
think
now where
the
literally
first
just score,
2
just
months,
win.
I think we actually played football. After that, it's when we just died off in performance-wise.
Yeah. To be fair, I did because I remember talking to Arsenal fans and they were like, because I was saying there were moments where you weren't playing attractive football. It wasn't every game, but then you would counter me by saying, but look at this game where you did have a good performance, like in the Champions League. I think Bayern was early in the season also. So,
You know how crazy it is? When we win this league, Arsenal fans are not going to... Yeah, Arsenal fans are not even going to like...
2 minutes and 2 hours, 2 minutes. Okay. Continue.
We're not really going to care what happened during the season. There will be only 2 games that stands out for us. 2 games. And you already know which 2 games. Even though they're going down, it's going to be those 2 games. Those are the only 2 games where we had our best performances and shattered them at the same time. 4-1 victory, 8-2 aggregate, literally. Sorry, Spurs fans, but I just had to. That's going to be, I think, our moment from the season.
Okay,
Even
so
though it's really league, but-
it's embarrassing. We only scraped past them. I think we only beat them 1-0.
True.
We still have to verse them,
but-
so I'm not going to say too much about them. I'm not going to say too much. They might just win us. They will win us, probably. That's how Liverpool are this season. They'll probably win
But
us
yeah,
next
no,
game.
before we end it, let's go to the predictions from last week.
Oh, wait,
And if you
one more
want to-
thing. One more thing. One more thing I need to say about Spurs. We beat them twice this season, 8-2 in aggregate, and they took 5 points off City. 5, bro. 5. Imagine.
The Spurs
They
literally. How are they
5
out
points,
Arsenal?
and our lead is 7 at the moment. They literally won us the Premier League, bro.
Incredible. So this is how the season is looking like. Match week 29. Those on TikTok, we are showing a visual on YouTube. So Mac was this game week's champion, getting 5 points, getting the Chelsea, Arsenal, and Spurs results all correct. Uzi came in second after only getting one result correct. I think it was an exact result for Spurs. Hamza, I don't even know this. To read this to spell our names correctly. Is that how you spell your name?
Nah,
That's not how you spell my name.
Hamza, right? He got the Chelsea and United results correct. Tristan,
I'm
Chelsea and Arsenal. Nikhil only got one result correct, and me a whopping 0. What the fluff? It was even maybe I forgot to do my picks.
Well done, Nawaz.
We will do it. We'll do it.
A for effort.
What the hell is he doing? Look at this league table, bro. How did I lose 7 points?
Yeah.
How did I lose?
Yeah, you were sitting on losing. I think you got the names mixed up here from me. This is probably it.
Even Mac was on 52 points.
I'm supposed to have like 60. I think.
Oh, I don't know what's going on here. Then we'll need to order this. I know mine was 68 last week, so I know mine is correct.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
Mac,
I think I was supposed to be
ahead of me. I think you moved 1 point ahead of me, or 2 points ahead of me.
Are you serious? Okay.
Yeah.
So Max
It's tight.
is correct.
It's tight in that little top 4 battle. But can any of us push to get Arsenal? Nawaz is basically Arsenal now, right? So can City Arsenal and can City Arsenal and Chelsea chase the real Arsenal? Let's find out.
And Tristan is doing a very good impression of Spurs.
Look at his Man City fan in the comment section. Man told me yesterday I messaged him after the game. After the game, I messaged him. He says he doesn't watch football anymore. Today, I told him, he says, "Oh, we're winning the league. Look at the switch up. Fake fans."
Oh, he's a legend, bro. but let's do that then.
We forgot about that thing.
Let's do the Pedro and Ekatike debate, right? So
are we going to do our predictions before we get there, and then just end it off?
Yeah, we can do. Yeah, let's do that. I know it's in 10 days' time, but you can do some. Yeah. I know it's in a little bit.
It's actually a good question. Do you all want to do it? Because there'll be an FA Cup fixture in between that. So some players might get injured, suspended.
Screw it, let's do it.
That's where the chips come into play, bro.
Yeah.
That's where the chips come into play.
I mean, our things aren't locked either way. Even if we do our things now, it's not locked. We can still change
No,
it.
it is locked.
Like,
It is.
We can make changes on wild cards and whatever. We can make changes on wild cards.
So this is lucky.
Let's do this. Let's do this one.
I mean, everyone needs to do their picks. And even on the WhatsApp group, they need to send it in before FA Cup starts.
This week, yeah.
You can do chips until whenever it changes. If there's something major with like an injury or something, if there's like major injuries, right, you're allowed to change. Like if Cole Palmer gets an injury and you said Chelsea's going to win 4-0, you can then say, okay, I can change that one. Let's do that. Then it's at least a bit fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. No, but then Mac was excited about the wild card. I think we go all in then. I think we go all in. So you'll be locking it in from now then, Hamza.
Yeah, I say we lock it in now. Everyone has to give their answers by tomorrow.
Well, okay, so Chris is not going to respond until next Saturday. So how's that going to work?
It doesn't even matter, bro. He's getting relegated on this table too.
Arsenal's versus Everton. Oof, the Mikel Arteta derby. I don't know why I always see like Arsenal dropping points to Everton, especially in the title race, especially in the run-in. So for some reason, I'm going to go for a draw. Yeah.
No, normally away we drop, bro. But playing at home.
Yeah, normally away, yeah. But you had that fixture already. I don't think I'll drop this season, is it?
Yeah, we won 1-0. The one I guess correctly.
Everything they'll say they are having such a good away record though. So I feel like they'll score a set piece goal against you. I don't know why. I feel like Everton have the physicality they can match you. That's for sure. I think Jordan Pickford is having a good end to the season after that save against Tonali. He probably is still hyped till today. So I think it'll be a 1-1. I don't think clean sheets, but I think 1-1.
1-1 Arsenal draw. I'm gonna go for you know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the season, right? Pretty much for the rest of the season. I'm just gonna go for Arsenal wins, right? So then if they win, I get a point, and if they lose or draw, I get happiness in real life, right? So I'm gonna go for 2-1 Arsenal. In reality, low key, I think Everton will win 2-0, but I'm gonna go 2-1 Arsenal.
And then
Right. I think
a win, but what's the result?
Another clean sheet, 2-0 Arsenal. You know, again, this is another game where it's Tarawih time, bro.
Yeah,
Why was the last time you
This is
played the
perfect time
Tarawih
for me.
Was the Chelsea game?
No,
Another one
because
then.
it's the exact same time as the
To be fair, I'll be able to watch the last 20 minutes. 20 minutes, I think.
It depends on where you go, or if you're 8 record merchant, then you can watch the game.
Yeah, I was
didn't
looking
match
at
any,
6
bro.
record
I didn't
today.
match any.
I was 6 record merchant today. My feet started hurting, so I gave up.
You know, literally in this week, next week we play Leverkusen at 19:45 and Everton, both games during Tarawih. Crazy.
Crazy. So yeah, next one will be the Hamza derby, Chelsea at home to Newcastle.
Okay, so this will be
Obviously,
after the
Vanessa.
PSG game. Chelsea are definitely going to win because we always, just to give you a fact, guys, Newcastle have only beat us once at home at Stamford Bridge since the Premier League began. So since 1992, even before we had history or we had a team, right? Even before that time, they've only beaten us once, and that was Papi Cisse goal. So we are definitely going to win. The only question is, how much are we going to win by, right? And this is going to be after the PSG game, so I'm going to go for a 2-0 Chelsea win.
What's happening with Nick Voldemar? Is he fit or did he just get dropped?
Well, Volta go.
Dropped.
Yeah, Voltergood.
I think he's injured.
Man's been
I think-
playing midfield recently, bro.
But he's injured.
I
Because
think so.
for me, Newcastle hasn't been strong this season. Like, I'm very grateful for the win against Manchester United, but let's not pretend as if Newcastle have been strong.
Cheeks,
Beat them by
cheeks,
off-
bro.
And look,
Cheeks, both cheeks.
Cheeks.
Baltimore's cheeks of this season have been cheeks.
I thought you were rating Voldemar as one of your favorite players.
Yeah, he's
Start of the
funny,
season,
he's
bro.
great. He's great because he's terrible. But like, no, he's not terrible. He's just funny, isn't he? He's just like a meme, isn't he? He reminds me like Lingard or something.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that video on like there was a show, I think it was on Sky Sports. They had a video between him and that Malik Tal, and they were, apparently Malik Tal said they were playing at the same tournament or something, and they said there was a guy that played like Messi, and it was Voldemar.
Baltimore's got good feet, man. Let's like he's used correctly. He'll actually be good. I'm just being a horrible person, to be honest. But yeah, I've gone for 2-0 Chelsea.
No, but even what you call it, Wissa, did Wissa also play 6 records in it?
He was a 2-record mention, bro. I don't even know what they call 2-record. But you know what? At least he went. You know what I mean? Like, say a man don't go. say a
Man went to do
don't
these
raise
2
up.
records, and then go watch the City and Newcastle game. City was
Yeah,
still on top.
he went Allah first, and then he supported his teammates. You can't
He
like
made sure he
say
got
Allah.
those 2 records in. Mashallah.
Exactly, bro.
Yes.
That might be the difference between him going
Yeah.
to Jannah or not, you know? So who knows?
Never know. So I think I'm also going to say Chelsea with Leo Senior. I think I think I mentioned it before that you can't go against him. He's only been winning. In last time I checked, Arsenal's badge doesn't have 2 seahorses on it. So I think Chelsea should probably win this game. So I'll say Chelsea. He'll be scoring goals also at João Pedro. I also say a 2-0 Chelsea. João Pedro double. I don't know how the hell this guy's scoring so many goals, but
I see
Because he's a proper
Newcastle
player.
scoring.
That's why.
I see Newcastle scoring, but Chelsea is going to win. 2-1 Chelsea.
the safest result in football. I'm changing mine to 2-1 also. Sorry. I just realized who's your defenders. And I might end up, I might finish the game with 10 men or something.
You know, I'm also going to go to 2-1.
I think I'll go 2-1.
I'll go 3-1.
I think I'll go 2-1.
I'll go 3-1.
Nah, I'm going to say 2-1. I'll say 2-1. Yeah, I'll say 2-1. I didn't realize who their defenders, bro.
No, I've realized.
To be fair, Fofana is back.
Is that a good thing?
He is your best centre back, bro. Come on.
For fun
Bro,
and
yes,
Chalobah,
against Villa.
might keep a
Yes,
clean
against
sheet.
Villa. No, Chalobah's better than him. Chalobah is better than him at the moment.
No, yeah, but as I say, you almost pair up the two. Pair up the two.
As long as
They do play together.
as long as Tosin's not playing, I can live. I can live with that. If I see Tosin playing, bro, book it 3-0 Newcastle, bro. Chelsea red card.
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough game, in all honesty. But does City drop points in back-to-back games? That's the question. Oh,
I'm gonna go 3-2
West
City.
Ham's
I think it'll be a high scoring game.
West Ham's fighting relegation. Who scores West Ham's 2 goals? Though?
Somerville and Bowen.
Somerville is in the
Somerville.
form of his life right now, bro.
Yeah, Somerville, yeah.
He was cooking yesterday.
I think he got like 8 goals or something his last 7 games or 8 games or something.
Proper player.
I'll say 2-1 City.
2-1 Manchester City.
I'm thinking,
It's
do
gonna
I
be a
go
tough
down
game.
the route? Do I go down the route like how I went with the Forest game, reverse psychology? Or
Yeah,
not?
sacrifice this league for your league. Sacrifice this league for your league. It's fine.
I'm thinking, nah. West Ham is gonna have something for me. I'm going for 1-1.
Oh shit! All right.
Ooh,
Next-
now
next game.
it's a lovely Sunday.
Wait, one more thing on that game though. Take into account it's under the lights. The pressure will be on both
Under
teams.
the
What the
lights.
at the Fishbowl, London Stadium. Under the lights doesn't
Bro,
mean
this-
anything at that stadium.
Bro, any game under the lights in England means something with the rain.
No, not
and
that
everything.
stadium with the stupid running track. around
Don't
it. No.
worry, bro. They want to get Spurs relegated. Another London team counts on them to get a point. Imagine they get a point, Spurs lose. Happy days.
West Ham. Okay. This is gonna be a tricky one. This one here. I think United probably drop points again. Like where Michael Carrick just needed that one humbler. Takes defeat again. I think it's happened now. I think United might go back to their old ways. Does Bruno Fernandes save them? Yeah, because they really don't have like 11 good players. Like what the fans are trying to make it out to believe. Like they don't have 11 good players on that pitch. Lamens is good. I think Bruno is obviously world class. I think Sesko, when he's on it, is good also. That's like a solid spine. Sakas.
Stascars.
Oh, they said Sakas. I said, that's good, yeah.
No, never
Okay,
I never said that
United.
to you, bro.
But I do think the players around them, like Mbermo hasn't been on it. Cunha has been more of a Olympic gold medal diver than a footballer.
And
Yeah,
whining like Bruno also at the same time.
Yeah, Lenny Oro did have the best of games also against Newcastle. And then left back and right back is terrible. Dalot, I don't know how he made it as a professional career. So I'm going to say I'm stuck between a draw or a loss. Does Villa get their like top 6 back on track or top 5 back on track after this game? Villa have also been terrible. Okay. I'm going to say, just because I feel like this result will favor Liverpool, I think United should win. They should win because I think Villa getting out of the top 6 as quick as possible will help us. So I'm going to say United 2-1. I think get Villa out of there. Like, I'd rather have United finish third and us fourth, but us still getting Champions League. It's fine. Villa can just get out of there as soon as possible.
Yeah, the thing is, I went for 2-2 United draw, but I just thought Villa will be playing in the week in the Europa League. And I think their midfield depth is not very good, and they're still playing Mings. So, and that, to be fair, the LDF, you know what? I'm going to stay with that. I'm going to go 2-2 Villa draw. But Villa at Old Trafford are not very good. They've lost like the last 3 seasons. So I should really get win. I think the banker is a United win, but I'll go for a 2-2 draw.
2-2 will be ideal because both teams obviously drop points. So hoping Liverpool do win their game, then it will be ideal.
Get in there and make it all about you.
Sorry if I talk about my team and aspirations. Yeah, it'll be good.
It'll be good for us as well. But it doesn't matter because we're going to win all our games, so it doesn't matter. We're going to be third anyway, so like it doesn't matter about everybody else.
I'm going with Nawaz 2-1.
2-1 United. Okay. Now this game here, right? On paper, we should be winning this game 4-0. On paper, right? I do think we'll win it. Because whenever we had a terrible season, we won Spurs at Anfield. Whenever we had a good season, we win Spurs at Anfield. So I think we'll win this game 3-1. 3-1 Liverpool.
3-1 Liverpool.
Liverpool. Obviously, this is also after our Champions League game now.
I'll go for...
They play Atletico, bro.
I'll go 4-2 Liverpool.
But I would rather go to Spain than to go to Turkey.
I'm playing against Atletico.
I think
Van
Ben's going to help Liverpool a lot. And I think Van Dijk will do some stupidness and Richarlison will score. So that's why I'm going to go for 4-2.
Richarlison always scores against us. So, yeah.
So almost like he's against all defending.
I'm going for a clean sweep. Liverpool 3-0 wins. Spurs are shit. The manager is shit. The defense is shit. The midfield is shit. Pure shitness anyway, bro.
Yeah, but the manager will be gone by that point, Mac. You got to remember, in 10 days' time, the manager's gone.
Bro,
so
whoever they bring in, they still shit.
Bring Ryan Mason.
Inverted angles, if you know, you
know. Okay, everyone gave so that's all of the top 6 games done then. And then Wolves going to continue their winning streak and win Brentford away. Yeah.
So, just to confirm, Nawaz went for a 1-1 Arsenal draw, 2-1 Chelsea win, 2-1 Man City win, 2-1 United win, 3-1 Liverpool win. Mac went for 2-0 Arsenal win. Sorry.
What?
Nawaz went for a 1-1 Arsenal draw. He then went for a 2-1 Chelsea win. And then he went for a 2-1 Man City win. Then he went for a 2-1 Manchester United win. Then he went for a 3-1 Liverpool win. Is that all correct?
Okay.
Happy with that, Nawaz? Any changes you want to make? Because you can't make any changes unless Bruno breaks his leg.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play my safety net, Chuff. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to do my safety net, yeah.
On which game?
It's for
the safety net is for all of them.
No, what? That was never a rule, bro. What are you talking about?
No, it was.
18 points.
So the safety net is basically you don't lose any points. You just get 1 for each. Unless you get
you never lose any points anyway.
No. So what he's saying, you don't get 0, you get 1.
You guaranteed to have at least, like you never get an incorrect result. And I think when we had this discussion, we were saying, what if I do get every result corrected? And it's just like, what's the point? Some people might have more than one thing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some people might have like 2 results where they got safety. Some people might have 3. Like in my case, if I use my safety net this week, I wouldn't have had 0. I would have had 6 points, which would have made me top of the league. Yeah.
So you don't you don't want to get the predictions right. You want to get them wrong, basically, when you use your safety net.
Basically.
You don't want to get it wrong, but it's like at least there you guarantee to get 1 point when you do get a prediction wrong.
Yeah. But if you get it right, you still get your 3 points.
What we'll do, Nawaz, put a message in the chat of like all the safety nets, right? And then put like Nawaz tick, like once it's been used, Mac, and then have like Max, Hamza. So then we can follow it. But okay, cool. Safety net. Nice. Good job, bro. I forgot
why was that so condescending? Why was that so condescending?
I didn't mean that. Sorry, bro. I didn't mean that.
Okay, it's fine.
That was
like all those results you locked in. Yeah, but I'm happy. All my results locked in. Yeah.
Okay. So there's a 2-time multiplier on the entire game week.
Yeah, so like if you got 6 points, you'll get 12 points.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, fast. Okay, cool. That's cool. And then Mac, you went for a 2-0 Arsenal win, He went for a 2-1 Chelsea
Yep.
win. He went for a draw in the City game. He went for a win in the United game, 2-1. And he went for a 3-0 Liverpool win.
Yeah. And the City game was 1-1. Yeah?
1-1, yeah. And then myself, I went for 2-1 Arsenal win, 3-1 Chelsea win, 3-2 City win, 2-2 United draw, and 4-2 Liverpool win. So none of the big six lose apart from Spurs.
What's new?
He's been losing. And none of you boys haven't used any of your chips.
I'll
No
think
way,
about
bro.
it. I want to have a look at the chips before I confirm it.
It's as if we never have a whole 30 to 45-minute conversation the other day. But it's fine. It's fine.
No. As in, like, I want to wait till the start of next week, like close to the time, to be like, am I happy with the predictions? If I'm not, then I will.
We have 4 chips, is it?
Yeah.
We have 4 types of chips, but the wild card chip.
Yeah.
These
4
three
types
chips.
of chips. 9 more matches. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And wild card one is gonna be like you have to pick and choose. You have to pick and choose. But yeah, we'll see where that comes out. Okay, cool. No, I think that's this has probably been on record our longest stream. Tawheed is gonna kill us. Hopefully he can get the clips done. You better get the clips done.
What's your
Tawheed,
1.5
who
speed,
cares,
bro? What's your 1.5 speed? But should we do the Pedro
cool.
and Ekitike debate before we end it? Because Shice is still in the live.
Wait, I feel like I need to prepare. Bro.
I think you'd rather do it for that game. Not now.
But let's have a
It's a
quick
whole
was
segment
here.
on its own.
Well, okay. Just because you waited so long, what was his name again? Shice.
Shice.
Just because, we'll give you a teaser then. I feel like we probably need to have a bit more research in the bank. But Mac, you're going to play mediator then. You're going to be the deciding vote. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to say Ekitike has been a better player and Hamza's going to say Pedro's been a better player.
Well, you mean this season or like generally? Who's a better player?
Probably the question was aimed towards this season, wasn't it?
Why don't you ask the guy?
As a player, I've seen more of Pedro than Ekitike, so I'm going off a smaller data size.
Yeah.
I agree. 30 seconds.
Cool. Okay, let's do 30
seconds.
seconds then. You do your 30 seconds.
Yeah,
and
30
then
second
I'll
rebuttal.
do my 30 seconds. Okay.
No, I feel like you start.
Wait. I'll tell you when to start. Wait, I'm looking at the time on your. So
I wait till it gets to 30.
Exact.
Okay, let me think.
Wait, who's starting?
Let me think.
Hamza.
Because let me think
You got 10
exactly
seconds,
why.
boy.
Because I know why Ekitike isn't. And I
You
know
got
why.
7 seconds.
Yeah. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
João Pedro is a better player than Hugo Ekitike, and it's not based on the goals and assists of this season, which he does win, right? It's the impact in games, and it's his all-round gameplay. Ekitike is good, and we're talking about players that are probably 1-2 levels above and 1-2 levels below. It's not like there's not a huge gap, right? But João Pedro at this current moment in time is better. Better finishing, right? Better link-up play, better in big moments. The game against Napoli, where we were just down and out, we would have been absolutely done in the Champions League. He was the one who carried everything. The passes into Cole Palmer, and also the way...
That's your time, lad.
Okay.
So short.
Oh,
Good
that
stuff,
was good. That was good.
That was good for 30 seconds. Shit! And I stutter. Okay.
Wait.
You tell me where I can go. Hey, you tell me. Oh, it's the other right. Okay, I see it.
Yeah.
When it hits
Right.
27.
100%.
Okay.
You're thinking. You're not stinking. Right.
Okay, cool. So now, obviously, Ekitike, you talk about big game players. He scored in the Community Shield final, which is, I know it's a Community Shield, but he scored in the final. He scored in his first 3 or 4 Liverpool starts in a row. He's actually he sits, I think, 4th in Liverpool's fastest to 10 goals in the Premier League era. He sits 4th in there. So you're talking about players who's had a good start to this season. Ekitike sits up there, especially when Liverpool have had such a terrible season and they had to rotate with Alexander Isak. And he's competing with João Pedro, who doesn't really have competition. He has Liam Delap. Right? So I think Ekitike, and also he beats him right now at the level on GA.
You done,
with less
lad.
minutes.
Time up.
Okay.
So it's tough that. I mean,
I wouldn't be able to
It's
do
close
that.
though.
Who's a winner?
It's close though. It's close.
Put in the chat.
Chase.
I think Chase should give the answer.
Yeah, he does his thing. So let's hear. Who do you think won the debate?
Had a
But
better
who do you
argument.
think is the better player, sir? Yeah, who do you think had a better argument? Hopefully you could hear me in my 2 times speed also.
And for Tawheed, Please keep this, save this, and put it out when Liverpool play Chelsea.
Oof. I would love to hear what Max says also, but let's see what Scheist, what do you call that person in the debate that calls the shot on who won? There's a word for that.
The judge.
The judge.
The judge. Okay, let's just say that. Yeah. I don't know if that's right or wrong.
Boom.
What did I say that was wrong then if you think TK is the better player? I tried to
Should
give it
we
up
extend that
arguments.
a little bit just for fun, just for vibes between us, not for clips or anything, right?
First,
What I would
let's ask
say-
Mark. Mark,
Oh,
who
yeah,
do you
go on
think
then,
is...
Who
No,
won-
I'm
who won
good.
the
Well,
debate?
first, the debate and then
Oh,
the player.
okay. But both of you all had some good arguments, good points, good facts. But from an all-around perspective, I'm gonna go João Pedro. But from a this season
Ooh.
perspective, I would have been Ekitike, even though João Pedro got more goals.
Who won the debate? Who won the debate?
Yeah, purely on this year. Hey, it's tough. It's tough. Let's go with which is Inki Pinky Ponky. Nah, I'm joking. I'm sorry,
Well, you said João Pedro, so I won. No, it's tough. That 30 seconds, bro. That went rapid because that's so many.
that was good, bro.
I think genuinely, João Pedro is a way more complete player than Ekitike. Ekitike is so inconsistent, which is fine because it's his first year in the Prem. It's his first level of top level football. Not saying he can't get to this level because Pedro's only really been this level of quality striker maybe for the last like 2 months. You know what I mean? So, like João Pedro was great before, and bro, the way he burst on the scene at the Club World Cup, bro, we were not winning that without him. I thought, why the hell is he playing, bro? The goal he scored against Fluminense and the link up to Cole Palmer and the goal in the final, we don't win that without him. Like we just simply don't.
Yeah, but it's true. But I think Ekitike, you have to look at the context. The context is this guy was rotated with Isak in the beginning, and he still somehow is finding himself in a
when
debate.
Isak comes, bro, he's out the team. Like let's be real. When he's gone, bro. Like,
But it's not, it was never when he rotated also it was never based on form. It wasn't like, okay, Ekitike is off form now, let's bring Isak in. That was a mistake from Slot. Like you're taking out a guy that was performing to bring a guy that you essentially have pressure to play because of the price tag you bought him for. So that's the only reason why Ekitike wasn't playing as like regular starts for Liverpool. I think Ekitike for me is still the better.
But also he's new to the league.
Player.
He's
But
also new to the
all-round
league.
player. I think Ekitike
and
is a better all-round player.
João Pedro has played in the Premier League before. with
Yeah.
Watford.
So
That's
yeah,
crazy.
obviously one's a little bit older, so it's an unfair really comparison. But João Pedro is definitely like I think it's silly when people are saying that Ekitike is better than him because could you be better than him? Potentially, there's a world where that exists, but it doesn't exist in the world that we're in now. João Pedro is proven.
but-
Like the hat he scored literally
What's
against
the
Arsenal
question?
proves that.
The question is who's been a better player this season. So let's look at it in isolation
said-
for this season.
Yeah,
And
but even
isolation
this season, bro, even João Pedro's got more GA. That if you want to go about stupid GA, which I think is a pointless argument, right? If you want to go
Yeah, but
about
I
silly
didn't.
GA,
Ekitike is one of the few guys. He didn't even have to do it. He didn't have to do it. Ekitike has been a
João Pedro's
better
got more
player.
GA than him anyway, so you've won that debate.
But like one. What less?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's why
So
in
when
my
you-
debate.
when you
In
had
my
your-
debate,
He can't.
I
The
mentioned
guy's
last
got a
minute.
hat trick.
In my
He's
debate,
got
I
a hat trick
mentioned.
now. It can't be one.
Bro, it's not one. It's not one. If I literally pull it up
It's
right
like
now,
four now. It's because he's got a hat
Let's
trick.
see.
Let's
Yeah,
look
yeah.
He's got a
Yeah,
hat
but let's see
trick.
the minutes played. Let's see the minutes both of them played. That's a
Oh,
good
here we
point.
go, man. Bloody hell. It's not this GA doesn't matter, bro. It's not João Pedro's not better
Yeah, but
because he's
let's
got
talk
more
about it.
GA than him. GA it's
Yeah,
like,
but I
he's
never
not
said
better
just the
because of
GA. I said Ekitike is one of the only players where you don't have to look at the GA.
So
That's
Pedro's
been a
got 14
consistent
goals.
take.
Pedro's got 14 goals. Ekitike's got 11. Pedro's got 5 assists, and Ekitike has, I would assume, like 4. If Pedro's got 5. Let's
Let me
go
do my own
to.
research also.
He's got 4. Yeah. So Ekitike got 15 GA, and Thingy has got 19. So it's not really that much in it anyway.
Yeah,
They're both pretty much. I mean, one's
Yeah,
obviously
but-
more by a lot, but. I don't really think that's not the reason why João Pedro.
But I think it's silly when people say João Pedro is better than Ekitike. No, I think Ekitike is better. But it is close. I think Ekitike is better. I think it's very silly, especially when someone who's been in the Premier League is competing with someone that's not in the Premier League. You know what I'm saying?
I respect the fact that on this panel we have a Liverpool fan that doesn't back his Liverpool and doesn't over defend his Liverpool players, right? In Nikhil, right? You go the complete opposite way. But I would rather be somebody like you who over defends and under defends. You know, you don't over defend. You over defend them, but that's fine. Like it's obviously Pedro is obviously better than Ekitike. I don't think that's really a question, but yeah.
Obviously.
Well, of course
that's
he
where
is.
you Chelsea fans
Of course
get it
he is.
wrong. That's where I get
No,
it
of
wrong.
course he is. But it's not like
How?
Ekitike is a bad player.
But how though? But I tell me how though.
It's like comparing. I don't know. Let's compare. It's like going at the start of the season, going Vinicius. Doku is better than Vinicius based on the start of the season, right? The first 4 months. At that point, go Doku is better than Vinicius. It's not true. Doku's a good player, right? Vinicius is obviously better. You know what I mean? We're not saying either one's bad. I'm not saying Ekitike is bad. He's just not as good. And he's been super inconsistent.
But you're not telling me what makes João Pedro better. You're not telling me what makes João Pedro better.
Okay.
You're just saying he's not better.
His link-up play is better. His strength is better. It's like I've never seen anyone bully Gabriel.
His link-up play literally ain't better. I would say they're similar. Have you not seen Verts and Ekitike link up?
Yeah, it's nice.
Clearly not. Clearly not.
Okay, so when we went 10
João
men down
Pedro is
against
more
United-
composed than Ekitike.
Yeah, when we went 10 men down, right, and Cole Palmer went off against United.
What makes you say that? Ekitike just must. Sorry, I'm just responding to Mac. I don't know what makes Mac say that because Ekitike only headers. That's like the only thing he can't finish. He's been so composed. How many times this season Ekitike headers one-on-one chances and he's scored? How many one-on-ones did you finish? Like that's when you talk about composure, one-on-ones. When you're running on goal, that's composure.
He's great against Newcastle. I'll give him that. He's better than actually. Is it? Yeah, he's better than João Pedro against Newcastle. I will give you that.
Why is that the same goal in the Champions League twice? Is that the same goal in the Champions League twice? And also, here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. Because if I didn't want to be the GA guy, right? But I'll bring it up now then. Because Hamza wants to bring it up, right? If João Pedro, I didn't know. But either way, 19 GA compared to this guy's, what is it? 15 GA. But Ekitike has played 1,777 minutes, while João Pedro has played 2,155 minutes. So
he played 400 minutes more. That's what I'm saying. GA doesn't mean anything. Like we got more GA, probably got more GA per minute as well, right? But it doesn't mean like that's not why he's better, right? He's had to carry that attack, at least even though Salah's not been there, right? Even though Salah's not been that great, he's had other players to help him along the way in the attack, right? João Pedro.
I don't know who you're talking about.
What? So
now, both
Florian
teams
Wirtz
are in the same
onwards
position.
wasn't quality. You're saying Florian Wirtz from December onwards wasn't quality. I think Szoboszlai wasn't creating anything. Even Gakpo was chipping in. Bro.
Gakpo's name should not even be mentioned. It is the month of Ramadan. The Shaitan is locked up, brother.
How can you say Cody Gakpo? We're very similar. That's the thing. One can't be clear of the other.
We had nobody.
We also have nobody. This Mo Salah ain't the same. Cody Gakpo ain't the same.
Anyway, Pedro's obviously better. Ekitike could not do what Pedro did against Napoli, like where he turned the game on its head, right? When we beat West Ham, he was the one who turned the game on his head. João Pedro was the guy to do that. João Pedro is obviously better than him. What he did even yesterday to turn the game on his head was down to João Pedro, right? Come on, man. Let's not be silly.
So do you think João Pedro has a higher ceiling than Ekitike then?
Yeah, 100%. Because here's why I believe that, right? It's because first of all, but does he have a better ceiling than Isak? No.
No, it's talking about Isak.
So you can't say it's like a Chelsea-Liverpool thing, right? Because it's not. Because I think Isak will be better than him. But if we're saying João Pedro and Ekitike, João Pedro is better. João Pedro just is better. Like, could he occupy in a big game? Could he occupy centre-backs the way that João Pedro does, right? When he was meant to be a 9.5. No, he can't do that. Ekitike cannot do that. But
I think Ekitike can. Like he's proven it.
He's never proven to do that. Did he bully Gabriel like João Pedro did twice?
No. But no, he didn't.
There we go.
He only played once.
And look at who João Pedro's getting is like it being impactful against. I just think it's a silly debate, João Pedro Ekitike. I just do think it is, but it's fine. We can disagree. We can agree to disagree.
No, I mean. Newcastle away, I would say, is a good one. Everton, he scored in the Merseyside derby, his first Merseyside derby. Scored against Tottenham. Scored 2 against Newcastle again in the return leg. So, like, those were, I would say, his big Premier League games. The Community Shield final, first game for Liverpool. So, yeah, like, those were the big games.
Nobody's saying he's bad. He's good, but he's just not.
Yeah, I'm not saying João Pedro's bad, but, like, they're so similar. They're so similar, but the way you make it seem is like João Pedro is here. And Ekitike is here.
He is, bro. He is. But time will show.
No, he's not. Time will tell.
Because the way
yeah.
I think it is, the perfect way of describing it is how you think the difference between Salah and Hazard is, like the gap you think it is. That's what I think is the gap between Ekitike and João Pedro. That's like we can talk about all day about like why that is, but I think that's what the gap is.
I think the Salah Hazard is closer than.
I do think they're two different type of strikers though. João Pedro is more of a versatile one, with like a hybrid type of striker.
He did play left wing for a few times, surprisingly.
Yeah, even number 10, he played for Chelsea so many games. And whereas Ekitike is more of like a pure instinctive striker. That's all.
I think
he'll be a good player.
Premier League, we've scored. I would say both strikers have scored goals against like similar opposition. Did João Pedro score against Arsenal in any of the games? You said bullet. Did he score in any of those games? You can bullet.
He scored in the first leg of the Carabao Cup. I think he might have.
No, bro. Garnacho.
Oh, that Garnacho. Oh, Garnacho got 2.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so then. No. I mean, did he score it in the first game?
So,
that 1-1. He scored in the 1-1. I have no idea.
1-1. Chalobah scored. Yeah, no.
In for Arsenal? Oh, yeah. No, never mind. Yeah. So I think the level of opposition. Sorry, I was a brain fart. I think the level of opposition. It's not to say João Pedro has scored. I mean, you bring up Napoli. I'll bring up. I don't even know who
I'm PSG. I'm PSG. Literally PSG in the final.
No, but that was last season.
Bro, it's still relevant.
I don't think a preseason cup is relevant.
I think it's a pointless debate. But that's my opinion. I will have it, but I think it's a pointless debate. That's just my opinion.
I told you, 2 different types of strikers.
But yeah, lads. Should we wrap it up then?
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Okay, cool. Shice, I hope you enjoyed that extra piece of dessert there, no? On top of your dinner. Okay, cool. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Thanks for being here. Don't know how you guys do it on a consistent basis this Ramadan. We always
Big up
get
to the 9 people.
On average we always get on average about 7, 8, 9 people. So I even on YouTube, to be fair, even the numbers on YouTube sometimes competes with TikTok. So big up everybody that's watching. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. More content is coming. Obviously, the clips from this stream will be coming out and we'll do more stuff. Let us know, DM us, comment in our post what type of content you want to see on top of all of this. We'll fly Hamza out and we'll do a crossbar challenge in Johannesburg. If you're subscribed, if we can get funded, because obviously we're on the TikTok creator program, aren't we? Because it's in the UK. So like the videos, share the videos, we'll fly Hamza out with all the funds.
Make sure you follow in the account, Prem. Don't forget about that.
Make sure you
tell
follow
your
Prem.
auntie, tell your uncle, tell your father, your mothers, your sisters, your brothers, every single one of them. Mother-in-laws, father-in-laws, grandfather, everyone. Make sure they follow.
Make fake accounts also. Right, yeah,
exactly.
100%.
Yeah.
You definitely see we have the passion to invest in us. Oh my word, my man fell off.
Literally just broke.
Yeah, because he was leaning.
Too much of that smart fridge, bro. Too much food in that smart fridge, bro. That's what it is. Bloody hell. Are you alright though?
Yeah, are you good? Yeah.
Look at the chair, how it ended up.
Oh my word. Poor chair.
All right, lads. Yeah, thank you very much.
Follow
the account, and and make sure to send us some money so we can get back a new chair. Come on, it's just the right thing to do.
At this point, no.
Uncle and auntie.
Okay, see you guys.
Cut back.